I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. 僕の未来は誰にもわからない。皆は僕をダメなやつと思う。鏡を見つめる僕を見下げているけど中には大きな力希望がある。 Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? Even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. You can't escape. No one understood the world that I was making. Look me in the face and tell me I was faking. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? Even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. You think you've got my number figured out? A motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, and if I lose the fight, I still rage against the I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
Greetings and salutation. Hello, Coon. Hello, how you guys doing? I am here. We are back. We are Luna here, by the way. She's falling off the chill constantly. But we are here for what is it? Kaon Kanda? Oh no, she's leaving. Okay, bye, Luna. Ah, she's falling on me. Welcome to the pre show with Luna to try to mortal me. But we are here for the K-Piss event E3 thingy because I forgot that was happening. There we go. She's gone now. And then we got the IGN stuff happening pretty much right afterwards. And then on top of that, Fantasy Star right now is down for maintenance to fix server lag issues. So hopefully that is fixed. That will hopefully be back up once all that's said and done. And then we can jump back into that. But we will have to see when dealing with maintenance. You know how it goes. But nonetheless, we do have a 2E3 event today. I'm not 100% sure what we are going to get here. Because I think this is the fourth con they have done of this. That we still kind of in the middle of E3 power vacuum territory right now. And how you doing, White? How you doing, dude? Welcome. Oh, welcome. Wait, it will be back online in 2 minutes. We will see. We will see. Like, I posted my video a few minutes ago about it, and it was literally, like, one of them cases, like, website said one time, the Twitter account said one time, and it's like, which is it? And then, you know, Troll Maintenance. Hopefully, hopefully by the time all this is said and done, for E3 up today, we can jump right back in and just go, but, you know, we will have to see. Yes, I still do, technically. I still do, Coon. But yeah. What up, Coon? What's going on with Pokemon Go? But either way, we about 30-ish seconds away from whatever this is. So we probably need to go ahead and unmute this
With
and
$5,
prepare.
how much for you to act like out of Viva Pinata trailer?
And we had to listen.
I don't want to
IGN
get hit
stuff.
with a stick and blow up.
hopefully
You
this is
can
what
be-
channel. This
No,
is
actually,
the
sorry,
channel
Viva
for the
Pinata's a
event.
shovel. You can beat the shit out of Pinatas with a shovel.
So we might hang on. Hang on, let me double check
Man,
here.
Rare got
You know-
dark when
you
they
know
went to Xbox.
You know what's so funny about Viva Pinata is I got Mass Effect.
There
Gears
we
of
go.
War Viva
Okay,
Pinata for
IGN people. I'm
Christmas.
sorry, IGN people. Bye. At least that one is actually doing it. Okay, here we go, chat.
Hello there guys, my name is Opal Cadman and welcome. Today
Okay,
I
cool.
have 3 main tasks. The first one is to introduce you to Koch Media's brand new premium gaming label. Number 2 is to take a deep dive into some of the games coming to
Here we
that
go.
label.
Like always, let me know
And
how the
finally,
audio is, my dude.
Number 3 is to show you what the new
Yo,
label
welcome.
will be getting up to in the
How you doing,
streaming
Matt?
world. I want to welcome streamers who are co-streaming this today. Hello. Some of you guys are guys who
Wait,
I
what
have
was going on with
looked up
Viva
to and
Pinata?
watched for many years. And speaking of people who I've looked up to for many years, I am so proud to introduce Jeff Keeley, who will be helping me co-host us through
Back on-
this
yep.
entire list of games.
Yep, I'm here
Jeff,
for E3 stuff.
How's it going?
Thanks,
And
Opal.
then-
It is so
and then
great
why
to
didn't
be
you
here
do
with
this,
you
hopefully?
for the first ever live stream from Prime Matter. I was honored yesterday.
Okay,
to
so this is the
reveal
full event,
label
okay.
to the world at the Summer Game Fest kickoff.
Yeah,
event,
IGN
and
mentioned
wow,
Viva
you've got
Pinata.
a
I
lot
think
of
they were doing
games
wishful
there in
thinking
that
for Viva
sizzle,
Pinata,
over a
like
dozen
3.
games. So I know today.
Because
you're gonna
I
go a
haven't
little
heard
more
anything
in-depth,
about anything in the
to
back
talk
end
about
about
all
Viva
these games,
Pinata, but
talk a lot of the
I'm
developers.
not going to say no if they're going to make a new one.
For those of you
Viva
that might
Pinata
have
was
missed it
great.
yesterday,
I
just
never
wanna
got a
see
chance
it
to play the
again.
second one,
Let's
but
kick things off.
the
with a
fourth one was
look at
fantastic
that
since it was
announcement
literally
sizzle
just,
reel for
you know,
Prime Matter.
Sims meat with animal bleeding. But okay, let's do that, champ. Like I said, like always, just let me know how the
Sometimes I
audio is.
ask
Hopefully we good.
myself what it all means. Let's begin.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the trailer we seen yesterday. Yeah, it was the montage we saw yesterday. So I'm guessing what? Maybe we will actually see a whole bunch of these games today, and not in that montage where we're just trying to get what they are, other than Kingdom Come Deliverance and Payday. Of course, by the way, I'm really named today, Fab. Like yesterday, when my mind was blank. Also, yeah, we also got Mountain Boy as well, because I know Mountain Boy was in there. Good, thanks. Awesome. Happy you're doing good, dude. I wish the rest of the day will continue being great. But today is another busy day for the channel. And another probably
that
like
who
12
you
hour
are?
stream again.
My purpose makes me who I am.
Yeah, I am one. This is literally the same one. I wonder when they're showing Kingdom Come Deliverance a lot. I wonder if it's like, are we gonna get a sequel to that?
Being
Oh,
relied on to
maybe a Net
succeed
Gen
where
4.
others would
That
fail.
hopefully got all the bugs fixed. But I need to go back to Kingdom Come. The only reason I stopped playing Kingdom Come, like the bugs at the time, was really bad to the point I think I lost my save or something. I don't know exactly. I do remember like a lot of bugs with making that game unplayable though for a little bit. But hopefully all that fixed now. It's been about like a year or two. It should be. Yeah, a lot of these games are already out, so I'm wondering how much of it is just like tease for the company, or how much of it is like, you know, these are getting
Yes,
like updated
guys,
or
you just
port.
saw 12 games and counting. And that's just the start for Prime Matter. But before we get into these incredible games, what I like to call the juicy bits, I want to talk to you about what Prime Matter is and who we are.
Yeah, they might be.
Prime Matter
Some of
is
these
the
games might be
new
getting PS5 and
premium
Series X up.
gaming label of Koch Media. It dedicates itself to delivering a range of immersive and diverse games from amazing development.
Okay, they're like our
talent
white chat.
all
They're like
around the
they're gonna
globe.
be just going
It
over the game.
highlights the varied influences of global studios and their different approaches to game making.
I'm just
The
interested to
new
see what's going on
label
with
will
Kingdom
lead
Come.
through creativity and expression, with games that enthrall players with larger-than-life storytelling, create incredible.
Oh yeah,
moments,
dude. Like Viva
and above
Pinata
all,
is fantastic.
they're
If
fun.
you enjoyed the
team behind
Sims,
Prime Matter is a
or, like,
melting pot of
Pokemon
incredible
collecting,
talent,
because you know
led
it's
by
all about like
seasoned
building the bases up
industry
to
veterans and complemented by
actually
a
make
young,
other
fresh,
like
dynamic team of
pinata to actually show
multicultural
up and then start
gaming
breeding them to get more
experts.
like well
The
ones,
team behind our
and then not
gamers
counting
at
getting
heart,
money to like
working with
farm
such a
them
wide range
to
of
breed more
passionate
offensive
developers
animal to get
producing
more money
games
to then
together
get better
by
stuff in
gamers
your
for
garden,
gamers.
and like the loop of your
And that
pinata
being
is
said,
great.
for all you keen-eyed individuals out there, you would
You
have
hate
seen
to
that
see 'em.
one game was
Damn,
actually
Coon, hate to
missing
see
in
'em.
our 12-game lineup for Prime Matter during the video. That is a
He
game
said
that
he
comes
won't.
from the Embracer family itself.
But yeah, it might be iffy for you, Coon,
Jeff
but
got to sit down with Todd Hollinshead and
don't
talk
get me wrong,
all
like the base
about
building and
Painkiller.
stuff, and like trying to track, Viva Pinata
All right, you
to
saw
you
the news yesterday.
is
Yes,
a part
there's
of it. Who
new
knows? But maybe the
Painkiller
whole
coming,
breeding
and Todd
Pokemon
is
side of the
joining me
deal might
now
get
to
you, Coon. Maybe.
maybe give us a few more details.
Hey,
I
Bebop.
know this
How you
is
doing, Bebop?
kind of
Thumbs up to
a
YouTube,
fresh
my dude.
project for the team at Saber, and you guys. First of all, I love that you and Tim Willits are there, continuing to build out Saber. And Painkiller was a franchise.
Oh, here we go.
You and I are both OG. We remember.
I like half at
probably 15
semi
years
almost
ago at this
joded
point?
about Painkiller
Yeah, it's been a
yesterday.
while, you know,
But hey,
closer to
let's
two
see what we're gonna
decades
get
than
here.
one.
Painkiller was
God, all right,
great
well,
back
but
in
it's
the
one of
day.
those classic games. Let me ask you from a Prime Matter perspective. You've been in the industry like me all those years, and we remember that game. Why was this a franchise that you guys wanted to sort of bring back?
What do you mean, Coon?
Well, Painkiller, when I played it back in the early 2000s, this is a game that had, it was dark, a little twisted, intense, cool guns. These are the things that
No, it's
kind
fine,
of
Coon.
hit the
Literally,
nail
the
on the
chat is
head
live.
of what appeals to me in a video game, both as as a fan and then also
Oh,
as
I
a
need.
publisher at Saber.
My Twitch
So,
chat need to be.
we're hoping to capture those same sort of elements and bring those into the new game.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Hang on, Coon.
You guys are certainly
Hang on.
masters of doing shooters from all your time.
What happened here? I see what you're talking about now.
Painkiller, does have a lot of that DNA of fast-paced action with a little bit of a twist to it. And the fact you guys are working with Prime Matter is also exciting. Brand new publisher, brand new label. What do you think of the fact that they're doing this label and it's such a diverse lineup of companies and partners around it? I know you guys work with a lot of publishers, but it's pretty exciting to see a new label announced. That doesn't happen every day.
No, it doesn't. And I think that within the Embracer group, it's just a business that is growing. We've got great leadership at the top, and so Koch Media is wanting to expand their publishing. And I think that the name they chose, Prime Matter, sort of is it's sort of like the primordial soup of
My bad.
putting together stuff from nothing. So it kind of makes me think of this is what we do when we make video games. You sort of start with Pixel Zero, and then at the end of the day, you make a game. So I feel like that that kind of resonates with hopefully the type of experiences that we're going to be providing.
With the Twitch chat that was good up,
within
not
Prime Matter and working with them between
not the
Saber and our
YouTube chat.
partnership, but across the
But it fixed now, which will be
across
good.
the Embracer group as well.
Yeah, no, it sounds like they have a lot of games in development, but the fact that you are bringing back Painkiller is really exciting. And I know, fans, of course, want to know a little bit about, what's the game going to look, how's it going to play. Probably can't share a lot of details about it, but you're kind of in the early stages of development now on this?
Yeah, super early, and if anything that I would
okay,
share,
so
I'd
this is
probably
nothing
get
more than concept art at best,
before back home once I get back to the developer, because,
and maybe
all
shopping
these,
around the engine.
The first stuff that comes out almost always gets sort of iterated on and changed, and
so
we're
a little
trying
disappointing.
to keep the lid on the details until we have something that's going to be really awesome to show.
All right. Well, we'll be waiting for it, and we know.
I think Painkiller was like one of the things we just padding
very
for
special, fast-paced action. I have no doubt.
Don't get me wrong.
New Painkiller.
I'm happy about new
coming
Painkiller,
soon
but
from the team
at the same
Saber,
time, it's like I will
Prime
let you
Matter.
waited.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Jeff.
Especially since they have literally nothing
I really
to show.
can't wait to hear more about Painkiller and the fact that Todd and Tim and the team at Saber.
Because I don't understand that. This is the one thing I don't get most of the time. Whenever they're like, "Oh, we're making a game from like 20 years ago," but have nothing to show that the 90% of people don't even remember at that point.
But I know there's a lot more we're here to talk about.
At that point,
well.
I don't know why any bring it up to you have something to show.
Under development.
Because it always felt
We're
underwhelming.
so excited to show you guys what us and the developers have been up to. However, before you see some of the content that we show you
Later
today,
could have done with
I
a
do
CG
have to
trailer
make
or
it
something.
clear that some of this
You know,
is
before
pre-alpha,
talking about it.
alpha, high-level concept, and some of it is about to release right around the corner. So please keep that in mind when you're viewing today's show. That being said, how do you guys feel about a psychedelic
Oh, you never heard
third-person
Painkiller?
survival
Painkiller
horror game
was, you
set
know
on
what Serious
what
Sam
it
is,
means to
right?
go on a journey about
Painkiller was pretty much like Serious
self-enlightenment
Sam,
and what happens when it all
but
goes wrong.
more along the line of
I
like
got to speak with the
Silent Hill
developers of the
horror,
Chant
where
work in
you
progress
pretty much wake
title
up in hell
about
and
their
you fighting your
game
way through
and
demon to
who
get
they
out
are.
of hell.
Our game is about
But it like very like
a group
quick
of
pace,
people
like
who go
twitchy
to a,
shooter, like in the
spiritual
vein of
retreat
like
to,
Serious
seek
Sam or
enlightenment, and
well,
they
Serious
basically
Sam.
get a little more than they bargained for. And your character.
But yeah, the game it was like a
has to
PC
deal
game
with,
back in there. I think
her
they
own
did some
personal
PS2
issues
ports of
as
it as well,
as
if I remember
the,
right.
cosmic terrors
But I remember
that,
playing like the
become
PC
awakened.
demos so
Cool.
much.
So,
And
what
Penny
type of
Arcade actually
genre
did a
is this game?
webcomic
It's a
about
bit hard to
Painkiller
pin
as
down
well.
with the
I'm pretty sure it was Painkiller.
with all the different
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
influences
was
and styles
one of the
gameplay,
first
but I'd say we're probably
like
a survival
you know,
action
sponsored
horror
webcomic
Okay.
they did.
Cool. And what was the thinking behind that genre? Is
But
it
yeah,
something that you
Painkiller
guys
is from like
or is it just it came
2002,
left field?
2003.
What's your decision behind that?
Personally, we always wanted to make a horror game. A big part of our core team have a background in third-person sandbox
Hey,
games.
Vimo, how you doing, Vimo?
And we really wanted to combine, action mechanics, deep storytelling, and we felt that the horror genre was a really exciting space to take that background.
Well,
and
he'll
play
hoping your
around
tummy
with.
can handle it, and
So,
your fate will
kind
recover.
of sticking with the horror genre. Why
But
did
either
you
way,
decide
as
to
of
go
now,
with
it sounds
that
like you're having a
theme?
good
It's
day,
not
Bimbo.
really
How you
like
doing outside
normally
of
what
that?
you would
Still
see.
great?
This whole spiritual awakening thing. So what was the idea behind that?
We thought it was just kind of a.
Oh no,
an
Coon. The thing
interesting,
about Penny Arcade, what
territory
I'm
to
talking about,
explore.
they were Penny Arcade before it was a
There
company.
is,
This is when Penny
there's a
Arcade
lot
was
of
still
influence,
Mike
from
and
that
Joey.
with, like folklore of
Joe?
the 70s
Chat, what-
and,
what's his name?
and
I'm blinking.
giallo horror and so forth. That
Mike and
really,
Joey.
really
Mike and Joey.
inspired
There we
us,
go.
more from a film
It was when they
standpoint.
still were literally
And,
walking out of the
taking that
house.
kind
They
of
did the
aesthetic,
Painkiller
something
comic.
that was very sensational, very colorful,
Like,
and mixing
little
it in
back before
with,
Penny Arcade became a legit
with,
company.
kind
It was like
of,
one of the
more
very first thing they
action-oriented
did
and
that
exploratory game
was,
mechanics we
outside
felt
of
was
Penny Arcade.
was a fresh take on the horror space.
Then we
So,
got.
kind
I
of
freaking
speaking about your
love.
inspirations and stuff.
thank you for the
what
follow, my
video
dude.
games, real life.
But I
media
love
has
Penny
inspired
Arcade
you
back
to
in like
create
the
this
late
title?
'90s, early 2000s.
Well, going way back.
Like old school
when,
Penny Arcade
Resident
stuff was
Evil,
literally was like my
Resident
high
Evil 2
school
is one of my
life at
favorite
that
games of all
point.
time. Alone in the Dark.
So I have a lot of
Eternal
soft spot for
Darkness.
like old school
So
Penny Arcade
a
stuff.
lot of games are very inspirational to us. Our game actually started off as a game with fixed camera angles and so forth. And
But then again,
we,
around that time, I was
over the
like heavily into
course
webcomic.
of-
But at that
over the
time,
course
back
of
when I was doing a
development,
webcomic,
just
so I was
especially really
heavily
focusing on,
in the community for
bringing more
webcomic
of
back in them
an
days.
action element to it. We've since switched to an over-the-shoulder camera
Hey,
and
Pip.
haven't looked back.
How you doing,
So
Pip?
kind of talking about changes and what you guys are doing on the development side.
Because I like back in the day
How
of like
close is the game to,
Control
like,
Alt
the
Delete,
original
VG
concept? I
Cat,
understand
Penny
you guys are still
Arcade,
developing
Flipside,
the game's quite far out, but from your original
like
concept
that
to where the game is
Mega
now, how
Tokyo,
much is
like
that
that time
differed?
period.
The core story and I'd say the aesthetic and the themes, those all remain intact. I'd say our gameplay, as our team size grew, we added deeper mechanics. I'd say more action to the game.
Oh, dude,
Our game actually has a
congrats.
fair amount
Congrats,
of
man,
combat in it, especially on the
Yeah,
melee
hopefully it show up on
side.
time tomorrow.
Those were things that weren't too prevalent in our original concept, and a lot of those things are just kind of
Yeah, that usually how
based
it goes,
on,
like,
we were
especially
a
for a
very
flat
small
shipping.
team at first. We're still a relatively small team.
But yeah, hopefully you enjoy
every
that
new
much
person
as
that
me and Sam
joins,
does.
brings something.
And if
new
you
to
haven't
the
already,
mix.
make
So
sure to
I'd
get
say on
Game
that
Pass.
end,
Or, just play New Genesis,
the
either or.
game has evolved in
Because that's the only
scope and,
downside of
depth
the
gameplay.
Xbox Series X is like it's
Kind
technically
of
a Game Pass machine at
Sticking
that
on that
point.
point of, you got a small team, there's a lot of challenges that comes with that. What was the hardest part of making the game so far?
Wait, did the
The
server
hardest
actually
part
did make it
was
back up?
probably trying to
Right.
make a game that you know, has, you know, more realistic production values because that's where our background comes from.
By the way, this whole stream
on
gonna be
a,
them
on a
just talking
smaller
about games,
scale and
isn't it?
budget. So for us, we had to be very strategic.
Yeah, it
utilizing
might be
Unreal,
Venmo.
we wouldn't have been
I
able
won't be
to
hopping
build
onto
this game
PSL
without
to
utilizing an
after the
engine
IGN
like
con,
Unreal.
which I
Previously,
think
we
will be
had
done
worked on
around
more
4 or
proprietary
5, depending on how long it
technology.
goes.
And that's also great because, you know, new people that join the team can,
But yeah, it
can
might
get
be up.
and
If it
running on
up,
the engine
feel
quite
free
quickly.
to hop on.
In addition to
don't
that,
let me
we've
know
been
about the
using
lag.
photogrammetry from the start.
Yeah, the more people playing it, they'll find about the
for
lag, the
both
better
our
he'll.
environments, all of our characters are also scanned.
But yeah, the
actors,
website said it would be
and
up
we're
at 2, and
using,
then Twitter
you
will
know,
be
also
like be up
tapping
at
into a lot
4, and
of
then it's
what's
just
going on
like.
in our city. Vancouver has a pretty big film industry, so
Have you seen the
really
video I
tapping into
posted
the
about like
film
30,
and the
40
effects
minutes ago
industry
about it?
and-
It was
and-
all
and,
over the
tapping
place.
into that
I
area
follow
of
like the
expertise
time
to
effect
just
to
kind of
see.
try to do things
But yeah,
as
hopefully it back
efficiently
up
as
now.
possible.
So you've mentioned like experience in the past and also kind of how rich Vancouver is. How much does that come in handy when you're working on the game?
Speaking of having a good day,
It's
Pip.
been
How is
extremely
it, people? Is it
beneficial.
what you were hoping for?
Vancouver, you know, is home to a lot of AAA studios. A large portion of us work together at Rockstar and United Front Games, and we also have people who have worked
But yeah,
at
hopefully the
the
lag
Coalition
fixed.
and
Now you can
EA,
now upgrade stuff
as
without
well
the
as
lag.
some
And now they just
smaller
need to fix
independent
the
studios
whole,
as well.
you know, the
And in addition to
messaging
that,
on the website
you
and
know,
Twitter will
having
be
the
good,
film
hopefully.
industry here where we can
Man,
can,
like the messaging about that,
utilize, you
about
know,
the
local
making it all over the
talent.
place.
We're working with union actors. We're scanning actors as well that we're using for our characters, and we're actually currently auditioning a couple remaining characters for the game, and as well as doing the finishing touches on our new motion capture studio. So we're going to be doing a full
3 year chat. It's gonna be like 3 years
cinematics
before
push
we
over the coming
see
months. That's a
anything
real
about what game
exciting,
they're talking about.
Place to be right now.
Awesome. Sounds great. In terms of exciting things, when it comes to this game, what are you most proud of at the minute?
What do you mean by technically? What was I
think
talking about, Coon?
The thing
I
I'm
don't
most
remember
proud
what I
of
was talking about in that
just
context.
what a small focused team can do when they're all, you know, sharing the same goal and vision. You know, we, like as I said earlier, we come from different backgrounds, but everyone's managed to come together and really deliver an amazing amount of work for the team size we have. And yeah, it's really exciting to be working on a smaller team again. And you know, just having that kind of energy where you know, you're working with everyone on the team day to day.
Yeah, I imagine that is a lot different to probably what some of you are used to coming from those massive
the Fate Fable.
studios. So finally,
all right, have a good one,
what
Pip.
are
I will
the
catch you
benefits
later.
of signing up with a global
Plan for the
publisher
day is
like
this,
Koch,
the
and
IGN
also, you know,
E-tweet
being
up,
featured on their
and then
brand
back
new
to Fantasy
label?
Talk with what's tonight. Have a good one,
It's
Pip.
truly an exciting place to be. We've been kind of pushing our game as far as we could, and this partnership is really helping to provide
By the way, do
more
you have
reach,
for my code as well, Coon? Did I admit that?
More resources, but
I'll probably
I think
admit
most
that.
importantly, also just having a partnership on getting feedback and helping to really expand and push the vision of the game. We've already received a lot of feedback on the title, and being a small team, we're often in our own little echo chamber, and you know, even in a short period of time, we've been able to act on a lot of the feedback, and the game has improved considerably since then.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for your time. It's been awesome to talk to you and find out a little bit
I
more
will.
about what you guys are going to be offering for the new label.
I will
And
no time
can't
and get
wait
up because
to
I think
let
my phone is
gamers
behind me
finally
on the
get their
arcade.
hands on the content. So thank you for your time.
From psychedelic horrors to internet rumors, our next developer created
dude,
the
thank you
huge
for the
open
sub.
world of
Thank you,
Bohemia
and
took us on
welcome.
an adventure through the Holy Roman Empire.
How you doing today, my
there have been
dude?
some leaks that this action RPG may have a home on the Switch. Opal sat down with Warhorse Studios to try and get to the bottom of this.
Kingdom Come Deliverance on the Switch.
Oh, here we go. Time to
That
listen,
is
chat.
quite some news.
Yes, that's
Okay,
true.
so there's a Switch
Kingdom
port.
Come Deliverance is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and as you said, it's about
If it's a
gamers,
good port, chat,
devs, and
buy
games.
it.
In
Great.
our case, or in this
Long in the
case,
bugs are
actually
fixed.
gamers
Buy it.
play an integral part in the story.
What do you mean?
Well, some kind of confusion happened in the end of last year. We Warhorse Studios were preparing the release of the Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition on PlayStation and Xbox, but someone most likely ticked the wrong box in Japan, and it looked like it's going to be released on Switch as well. Of course, by that time there was nothing existing like that. We were not even thinking about the possibility that Kingdom Come Deliverance could go on the Switch. However, Nintendo Japan took this information, some Japanese media, and then the snowball started rolling. All of a sudden it was the talk of the day. Kingdom Come Deliverance is releasing on the Switch, but as I said, nothing like that was planned at all, and we didn't even think about that. Now, a few months back, and we think it was still somehow cursing around in the Nintendo database, Nintendo of Spain posted a picture on Twitter where they had different pictures of
you're
open world
debunking
games,
everything
and they were,
over here now?
promoting
Okay.
already existing open world games on the Nintendo store. And if you clicked on the picture, actually you couldn't, there was nothing like Kingdom Come Deliverance, of course not, because as I said, nothing like that is existing. However, again, it created confusion. People were talking about it again, like, okay, so is it coming, is it not coming? But for us, actually, and as I said, we didn't think about that until that time. For us, we started to think there's a lot of interest, there's a lot of buzz, people are actually talking about us, reaching out to us, like they seem to want Kingdom Come Deliverance on the Nintendo Switch. So we started to think, and since we are already in the Koch Media family, or the Embracer family, and there's a lot of talented studios, so is Saber Interactive, and who but them would be actually capable
did that collection
of,
he was talking about actually came out, chat?
Version on the
Like
Switch.
on
So we sat together,
and
now we are here talking about the Nintendo Switch version on Kingdom Come.
So what you're saying is that a community of gamers made this happen?
More or less, yes. The community feedback we got, of course, was a big drive for this entire project. But this comes from our general background. So think of the Kickstarter project we had in the day. So without the community, there wouldn't be any Warhorse Studios or any Kingdom Come Deliverance. So we always try to be very close to them and working together with them. And even coming up with crazy ideas together with them. So for instance, the Savior Schnapps, our own liquor we created later, was actually a community idea. We have our own beer brand. We recently released a blue brick set, like a building set for Kingdom Come Deliverance buildings. And now one of the latest projects is the Kingdom Come Deliverance soap bar, which should give you the real medieval
See,
smell.
chat, this is
in that case, I must say, medieval smells actually pretty well. And we are coming up with crazy stuff like that all the time. Our next new merchandise project is a Farkle boxed board game, kind of like a Kingdom Come Deliverance minigame, a dice minigame you can play in the game. And now with Griffon Studios, we are coming up with a boxed version you can get and play Farkle at home against your friends or against your family or whatever. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. But generally, if you're interested in these kind of stuff, just check the Warhorse Studios social media accounts. You get all the information you need there.
Ooh, my favorite. Soapy hot news. Speaking of soapy hot news, how do you feel about Warhorse being under
You were doing so good, Chad.
Prime Matter?
We were making food that no like uncomfortable notes.
Over 4 years already. In 2019, we then even became part of the entire Embracer family. So that was a big thing. And now being able to take part at the beginning of something new, be there when there's a new label being created, that is a big thing for us. And especially if you consider that we come there as an established partner already, that is really cool. And we are looking forward to a bright future.
Thank you very much, Toby. We cannot see what Warhorse has got cooking. However, until that time, Toby, goodbye!
So are we. Thank you very much and see you.
From internet rumors back to reality, we will have more on Kingdom Come Deliverance for Switch as we get it.
All right, let's move from RPGs to FPS games.
Yeah, we're not going to see
Form, which
any
is a working
gameplay in this, are we?
is an action-packed sci-fi adventure where you play the role of a humanoid avatar of a sentient spaceship sent on a mission to the edge of the
I get the idea
universe,
that they have a whole bunch of
battle and
games.
unstoppable play.
At the same time,
the game is still a long ways from completion, but here's a very quick peek
COVID thing
at
hitting
what's in
pretty
store.
hard. Or maybe we are just trying to get in battles here, one or the other. God, we actually got a CD trailer chat. Okay, never mind. Maybe we might see something finally. How was it? How long was that? That took 26 minutes to see our fourth game. Okay. Jesus. Speaking of Twitchy Shooter chat. Okay, and we'll... Okay. Oh, that was it. Well, at least we know it looked like a wiener shooter. At least we know that, chat.
Hi,
Not much else,
we are
but
Raycon Games, and what you have just seen is the first glimpse of our upcoming game called named Final Form.
Final Form is an action-packed, epic sci-fi FPS in which you are a female-formed humanoid machine on a space mission with no return.
So you're just gonna go do
At
battle
the heart
arena
of the game
stuff?
is a mystery
Okay.
and alien wars to explore, but also an adrenaline-fueled combat. In Final Form, it's all about the freedom and power of movement, being a machine unrestrained by human weaknesses.
With a little bit of like
There are
Metroid
numerous
Prime Sword in
abilities
here,
and
huh?
gadgets that come with your robotic body, so you can give yourself away to the fantasy of becoming an unstoppable cybernetic goddess blazing away in a spectacular ballet of destruction.
Raycon is located in Warsaw, Poland, with additional team members located all over the world. The studio was founded and is managed entirely by game developers. Since the success of Ruiner, we've grown quite substantially. Currently, Raycon is over 50 brilliant game creators, and counting. We are not a huge team, but what we love to do is to evolve together with our projects, constantly finding smarter and better ways to achieve something truly unique. We build our work environment just like we make games, aiming for the best results and personal fulfillment. We strongly believe that the well-being of team members
Yeah, it
needs
looks
to be
like some
taken care
warping
of
happening
first
now.
before we can pour
Maybe
all
they
that
have like a
love
Sonic
into
spin
a
up in
game.
it secretly. You know?
The partnership with Koch Media has been very fruitful and inspiring. We're happy to be in the avant-garde of the upcoming new label. We're looking forward to share more on Final Form in the future. And in the meantime, please enjoy the rest of the show and see you around.
Well, at least we got something in here if it was only like 20 seconds.
I have to say, guys, I love the soundtrack from Final Form. Moving on to our next game, which is just as special. What if you took Lovecraftian and Gagaris themes and mixed it all together with hardcore RPG elements? That's exactly
Go
what
on.
Massive Works Studios are doing. I got to sit down with their CTO to talk about their game, Dolmen.
Never mind, you could be more talking heads on it. Oh, the Mass Effect game looking thing. Okay. Okay, don't mind, we actually seen stuff, okay. Any of, oh, that was, I get kind of the intro video technique. Yeah, so maybe getting like a little bit of like kind of remind me a little bit like architecture-wise, like of Doom 3 a little bit. Oh, okay, that dude doesn't look like a doesn't actually look like a paperweight anymore, chat. I'm guessing that was probably a boss, right?
Let's speak now to Gabriel Ferreira, CTO of Massive Works Studios, who joins us now from Campinas near São Paulo in the southeast of Brazil. So, Gabriel, what is Dolmen about?
First of all, it's a pleasure to be here and to participate. Well, so let me tell a little bit about what Dolmen is. Dolmen is that kind of a game where the hero needs to save everyone from an alien threat. fighting with all kinds of monsters and struggling to keep going forward. Yeah, that's the kind of game that Domain is not about. In this game, you actually save the drillers, which is the alien species that live on that planet, but you're going there to help a company save its investment. So you're not really the nice guy that's trying to save everyone. It's just a job. But we hope that the players
Okay, we got a little bit of
consider
Death Bait 1
the
vibe,
humanity, the greed, the war, and the spares and the challenges that come to mind along with that job. Taking all that part, and yes, Domain is also about fighting all kinds of monsters and struggling. After all, it is a hard game. It's a hardcore game. It's inspired on Souls-like, so yes.
We're gonna have a soul.
Thank you.
thing.
So, when thinking about the name Dolmen, obviously you guys went for that for like a very specific reason. What's the thinking behind the name? Why did you go for Dolmen?
So there was many things that came to our mind when describing the name of the game. Dolmen, which means a single chamber tomb, a megalithic tomb. That in many ways, everyone that deals with this crystal in the game is close to bringing problems to everyone that is around.
And you pick up the
we
crystal
want this to be the main piece of the game.
Cool. Awesome. And now I know that people may or may not have heard of Dolmen before, so it is already out there in the world. But how long has it taken to get to this point?
Oh, it's been a long journey since the beginning of the project. We started at late 2016, so it's been almost 5 years now, and probably just a bit more to come out. But we and about our journey, if it wasn't the support that we had since the beginning, either our community, the Kickstarters, and you guys, I believe we would not be here right now.
Lovely. How have you been inspired by other games? You mentioned like the Souls-like obviously inspires it. You know, are there other games that inspire you? And also, what games do the teams like?
First of all, regarding inspirations, a lot of games came to us when we were producing the game and when we were first thinking of it. Obviously, we are really passionate and we really love Souls-like games, so Bloodborne, Dark Souls, those games were our main inspirations. But we drew inspirations from all different kind of sources. So we had inspirations in Dead Space, in Mass
Called
Effect.
it, chat. I said Dead Bait.
And also not only inspirations in other games, but also inspirations in movies and Lovecraftian stories. For example, Alien and Geiger, and those were our main inspirations. About games that we most like and games that our team likes, it's really hard to say because we have a team that ranges from liking Dota to CS and Souls-like games. But what I can really tell you is that everyone of our team is passionate about the project because they love doing what they do, which is a hardcore game.
Yeah, and that makes sense as well when you get hands on Dolmen, all these inspirations that have come in. So the game is set in a sci-fi universe. Is there any specific reason you decided to go down that route? Was there any other routes that you considered at first?
Yeah. Well, the humans are afraid of what they don't know, and the universe has infinite possibilities. There is always something unknown that we can explore in space. So that sci-fi setting really was something that we could use to throw everything that our insane minds could come with. So we wanted to use the sci-fi as a tool to reach this goal, to present the player a world of unknown that he can fear and he can enjoy it.
No, absolutely. And while we're kind of on the point of humans and Earth. You
Yo,
guys are
Leon,
based in
how you
Brazil,
doing, dude?
which is awesome. Are there any specific challenges that you face during development because of that, or
Doing
just in
fairly good
general?
today. I woke up a
Yeah,
little
there
like,
were a
okay, let's
lot
go
of
play
challenges
Fantasy
that
Thought, and
we
then literally
faced
wiped my guy out of
along
bed.
this
The
5-year
mate didn't
journey.
start it. So like,
We
guess
obviously
I'm going
had
back to
to
bed now.
adapt our
So I got a little
workflow
extra
in
sleep
these
today.
late years.
And we got a busy
So
day. We got
2020
this
and
event right now. We got the
2021
IGN E3 thing
was a
happening
really challenge
afterwards.
for us.
And
But it was something
then
that we
back
could
to
adapt
Eugenesis
well,
episode was
especially
all indeed
because
up.
even that we're based in Brazil, we're not
And that
only
is
based in a
pretty
single
much
location
today.
in Brazil. We have people spread across the country.
So it could be another busy day,
was
but good
easy
overall.
enough to
Hopefully you're having a good one as
overcome
well.
that challenge. But there were several challenges since getting development kits and finding people that are really capable of helping us to deliver this amazing game, and that's what we gathered, and that's something that our company appreciates the most and really gives value is the people that we work with. They were really incredible people, and they were really rare over here.
Absolutely, that's really cool. Kind of on that theme of development and challenges, given how development and technology often dictates how a game evolves throughout its development, how kind of close are you to the original concept that you guys came up for Dolmen?
Well, there are different point of views on that answer, especially because we started.
I do have to
really
say with
small,
this,
and the journey
maybe
of the
we
game,
could have been like
for
90%
example,
talking.
It started as a concept from
There's only been 30 minutes. It always feels like been an
that get
eternity.
together and they brainstormed it for months. The game
Also doesn't help that so many of these games are so early on.
When we first started the game is huge and is insane and has a lot of background on it. It has all this universe around it, so a lot of it has been built. So people that loves lore and loves the universe that we are creating, they will have a lot to explore on that side. But the game from its original concept evolved a lot, especially now that we have more tools at our disposal. So on the tech side, it advanced way better than we imagined. Back 2016, we didn't have all the resources that we have now. So of course, we made some sacrifices here and there, and in order to achieve our goal, but we're never happy with satisfied that point of satisfaction. We want to reach more. At the end of the day, this is also a game, and we are having fun. But on top of all, we want to make a brilliant game for the player.
Absolutely. And speaking about like making the game and the development of the game, seeing as you are lead programmer as well, what was the hardest part of making the actual game?
I believe that we could have gone into different options. Especially, for example, we could have
maybe this is still kind of down. Maybe we'll become back in a thing when we get E3 happening in Portland again, or whatever might take about maybe Summer Game Fest vibe. Some random convention center.
Even that's
does only feel like the stuff that they had like back in the day, when like G4 were doing like E3 coverage. You know how they had like the conferences, and then after the conferences they had like a booth at E3. And then literally the whole day was just like interview with like devs. That would have reminded me of it. Not reminding me as a event, but more of like the little side dev stuff that would happen back in the day on like G4, IGN. Like I got Twitch as well when Twitch had development team or production team, I should say. That's what it feels like.
We wanted to make that.
Yo, Sim, how you doing, dude? Welcome, welcome.
Regarding
how you doing that morning, man?
And as a programmer, there's a lot of.
I would say you have missed a lot, but let's be honest, not a lot have happened.
What is the harder? Multiplayer is always.
I imagine the IGN thing will probably hopefully be.
But finding
not padded questions.
Balancing fit so the game that is not unfair.
But I feel like these questions are
but
extremely
is-
padded just
it
because,
is-
you know,
it's
they don't
hard.
have
So
really
we
anything
wanted
to
to
show.
aim hardcore players, so this was really something that.
Like I said, I'm kind of questioning, like,
So you
why
mentioned,
did
like,
they do another
5
bit
years
this
of
year?
development, which is a crazy long time. How have you kept yourself motivated? How have the team kept themselves motivated?
I won't
Dude,
say
you got
it
booted
was
at the beginning of
easy,
making it.
because
Oh,
it
was you actually
wasn't,
on when it went down?
But I would say that.
Yeah,
most of
it
all, we
literally
were
for me
always
it was like
having
I
this-
woke up,
these meetings,
I picked
in
up the
order
phone,
to
saw
play
what
the
time
game,
it
even now
was,
that we are remote,
and
we
as I
keep,
was trying to not
to
fall back asleep, I opened
getting
Twitter,
up,
saw King
every
posting like,
day,
"Hey, the game going down for making it now."
and
And I'm
showcasing
like,
what we are doing.
well, crap,
and
and I just
working
rolled over and went back to
alongside
sleep.
each one of us. Also, a lot of things that happened during before COVID. Was
No lag
the
now,
events.
dude. That is
The
great.
events always made us super.
Yeah, I can handle
happy.
choppy.
So showcasing
Along the
the, game to
menus are
everyone
working and the
getting
maps
the
are
players
working
to play
now,
the game and see
and the
how
game
they
is not
react.
randomly
It
pausing
was
for like
something
30 to 40
incredible
seconds
for
at
us that
random.
really
I'm
made
good with
us
that.
feel proud of what we were doing.
But yeah, maybe the choppy
Yeah,
thing,
absolutely.
it
I
might
feel
just
like everyone's
be, you
missing
know,
that event
the little
feeling, right? When
laughable,
you
or
actually get to
maybe,
see people on the games,
or maybe
and you're
more
like,
so
oh
on
wow,
your side or
everyone's
something,
loving our
maybe.
games. I think it's something that everyone is.
But yeah, that is still
missing,
good news though.
definitely. Speaking of kind of motivation and happy times, what are you most proud of this game? What have you guys worked
But
on? That you're
grinding in
like,
Central
yeah,
City.
we did that.
You just got
I
shot out of the
believe
sky. That what happened.
universe, the universe that we created.
Some random monster
is
shot you with a laser
amazing.
right
It
within
has
the
a
sky,
lot
and that was the end of
background
it.
from it. So, for example, we even made some comics for it that we prepared.
But yeah,
We had
hopefully by the time
we
I
had
get to
a
hop
lot
in
of
today, which
story,
will be at like around
some
4-ish,
cinematics.
4 to 5 today, give or
So
take, depending
we're
on
really
IGN
proud
how
of the
long that
universe
is.
that we created.
Like hopefully by then
And
all the
this
bugs
game
and stuff
that-
will be
that we
fully
made,
worked out.
and achieving what we did is what makes us feel proud.
Yeah, yeah,
And
okay, yeah.
now
You can
that we
force
have partnered
FPS as
with
well.
you,
Cause what is it? I think you can force it at
getting
30,
to
60,
expand that universe
100.
and
I
getting
think
to,
144 and then like
get
168
closer
frames, I
to
believe,
our
or you know,
original concept
uncapped.
and what we meant for
Cause I
it.
have mine just set to 60,
That is
so
something
just to
that
keep it
makes us
capped
really
like
happy.
that.
Cool. Awesome. Speaking of partnership with us, what are the benefits
But yeah,
of
that
signing
also
up
might
with
help
a global
maybe with a little
publisher
bit of,
like
you know,
Koch on their
choppiness.
brand new label?
That's really that's really a amazing.
I don't know,
feeling
man.
for
Guide
us.
sense.
Koch really
That's
helped
you,
us. And
that sounded like
takes
me.
care of
What was it,
the,
like 2-3 days
all-
ago
all
when
of
like the day before New
operation
Genesis, it
that
was like, well, I'm
we
just gonna say I'm
couldn't
play
make
Minecraft for
it
12
for
hours.
ourselves.
That way, not like super
We
investment.
have an
From the little bit I had
amazing
played of
team
No
of
Man's Sky, it kind of give me the same vibe.
localization, so
So
we
that
can
might have been a
reach,
good thing to play while the making of it down.
different countries and
Or going
players
down, I should say.
everywhere. We have a great producer that worked with us, helping us reach
Still getting like
our
110?
goals and really deliver the game that we want. And without Koch opened the doors.
Yeah, I'll
for
probably
us
now that
on
that
sense.
silver lag got fit, I
And
might
being
end up
part
bump
of
up the
this
frame
new
rate.
label is a great opportunity for.
So like
for
last
us,
night when I was running around with the
and
highest
also
setting,
to know,
you know,
other game
at some
developers
areas
and
I was getting
expand
like
the
80 to
game
90.
community.
So who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
and
the
to
lag
reach
will
you,
help
as
stabilize
well.
that, so we can all start getting like better frame rate as well.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. We are so happy to have you guys on board. And more importantly,
Oh, it is.
I am
Yeah,
so
100%.
excited to actually let people play this game at some point under this
That's kind of
new
what
label.
Minecraft is
So
for me.
thank
Just
you
like
so much for your time,
I have
Gabrielle.
X amount
It's
of
been
hours to
awesome
kill. I
talking
can't
to
do
you.
anything.
And yeah,
Like there you go.
let's release Dolman.
I get
at
that the
some
love
point
of survival
under the new
games.
label.
You know, a lot of them
Thank
is
you for
like
your
that.
time, and see you later.
Thank you. See ya.
Especially if you played them on clap
Now, the
ton.
first title
So
from
you know,
Prime
like
Matter
playing it
will
for
be
like an
the
hour or two,
beautiful,
it's easy to
highly
do.
anticipated King's Bounty 2. We have a first look
Look,
at the
Kuhn,
gameplay
if you heal,
trailer,
here you go.
and then Opal got a chance to sit down and talk with CEO Nikolai Baryshnikov.
The balance is off.
Okay, you guys said the game is already out, or is this like a expansion
Our
or something?
land,
Or a
Nostria,
port. It's probably a port.
dances on the knife's edge of fate. King Claudius, my father, cannot lead, and his absence has set the realm in motion. Something is coming. Now the burden of the crown falls onto me. Nostria was flourishing, but there is unrest.
It used to be beautiful here. My wife and I had a nice life then.
You know, so this actually looks totally good.
Conspiracy, sabotage, necromancy. They all threaten this land asunder. But we must unite, for distorted terrors
This
are
actually looks really
advancing.
good, Chad.
Rumors tell of a false prophet, putting our hope in something that does not exist. A seer foretells that our Savior is among us. People of Nostria, you laid faith in my father, do so to me. We must look towards the horizon, fight back the darkness, and preserve the light of our land. For Nostria!
Wasn't King Bounty? Okay, yeah, not out yet. Comes out at the end of the year. Okay. Yeah, isn't King Bounty originally with like a CRPG?
Guys. Thanks for joining me, and I am joined by Nikolai Barinshtakov from 1C Entertainment, who is CEO and creator of King's Bounty 2. So King's Bounty has been years in development and has a 30-year pedigree. So what is it
Yeah,
that
we're gonna
makes
say
King's
King
Bounty
Bounty.
2
Oh, I remember
so
King
special?
Bounty.
The
Like,
original King's Bounty
what, going back to
was a grandfather of games like series
90s?
like Heroes of Might and Magic. So it created these turn-based gameplay when we have a hex-based battlefield and the troops are moving in turns. Like chess pieces on the board. So I think that's the key, the cornerstone of King's Bounty.
Absolutely, and kind of speaking about that, and I know as you mentioned, the first King's Bounties was 1990, and then you had your the King's Bounty that you guys created in the 2000s. What technical improvements now that we're in 2021 are you most excited about implementing into the new King's Bounty 2?
Well, I'm a huge fan of the core aspect of the game with tactical battles, and if in the previous games the battlefield was always a flat surface. So now we're bringing the battlefield into 3D. So we will have, line of sight.
wasn't the one 2000 with still pixel art?
Like simple example, if your archers are located on the hill, they will do like extra damage for the high ground, etc. So moving the battlefield to 3D is a huge step forward. And then the whole role-playing part, the exploration part, we decided to move more towards games like Fable or Mass Effect, kind of epic, big role-playing games, as opposed to have a top-down isometric view of tiny little character on a horse just galloping around the map. So we are moving towards this kind of epic fantasy adventure. Because this is not like a small indie title anymore. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, production we've done in Moscow so far.
So speaking of the other King's Bounty games, will this King's Bounty 2 follow the other stories of the games, or will it be a standalone title?
No, the game will not follow on any previous games.
Okay, good.
But even the previous King's Bounty, they all sort of like disconnected. There was like the main protagonist, there are a bunch of like, evil guys. There's like a small quest. And I would say that a previous King's Bounty, it was not like an epic RPG adventure. So the game was more about just battling random monsters on the map. And solving some little quests. And then King's Bounty 2 is really, a epic adventure. We spent like dozens of hours solving puzzles, working with different factions, making decisions that change the character and the world. So we're really moving much more towards, an epic RPG. However, this is a rare combination where our game, King's Bounty, is not an action RPG. It's not a Witcher game where you have to, quickly press buttons on the joysticks and battle enemies in the field. It's interesting crossbreed of a high fantasy role-playing game with a tactical strategy title, which it's not like quote unquote was never done on console, but this is fairly unique combination for the console. And for me, like a great inspiration was the modern remake of XCOM, for example, because I was a huge fan of XCOM that was released in 1994, 1996, and the modern console reinventing of XCOM. This is something we're trying to achieve with King's Bounty, really make a modern game.
You know, we
that
might have to
works
try that,
well
champ.
on modern platforms, that works well with current understanding of gamers, how a game should look like. So we're trying to enhance it in every possible direction.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Kind of speaking about the story of King's Bounty 2 and how it differs, it appears to have a darker, more gritty aesthetic compared to its predecessors.
Yeah, kind of like
what was the
channeling
design
the
philosophy
Witcher
around
vibe
that?
a
Why
little.
did you decide to go with that instead?
Witcher,
That's an interesting question. We've been debating on the design approach. And again, as I said, we spent a lot of time prototyping,
I don't know when there were UFB
working on the
noise
core
chat.
gameplay and the looks and the art of the game. Previous game had this more cartoonish, kind of fancy indie look, but we decided we are now trying to play in different league. We're trying to make it much bigger.
What are you
title,
thinking,
big
people? What did
game,
I do?
epic adventure.
I didn't do it. What was it?
We've been
But how you doing, man?
astonished by modern fantasy titles, both in Hollywood and in games, and we thought that this is a good idea actually to upgrade King's Bounty to what we call like high fantasy or like realistic fantasy. So it's not a dark fantasy like Kingdom Come when they're like dirty peasants, everything is bad.
I feel the whole. Thank you, Doobie.
Like high fantasy.
Yeah, the monster are dreamily.
It looks like a dragon, not like a toy.
Oh, at least especially the net week and a half anyway. Especially
bad person. So that was the main philosophy. Plus, game development evolves, and I don't think that it's a good idea to take a game of 2008 and just make a replica with slightly enhanced graphics in 2021. So you need, especially for consoles, there's a specific expectation from somebody.
I don't think kind of sad about that though, Sean. There's a still like Latvian game.
It has to look graphically and gameplay wise like this. There's an expectation, and we believe that's what we're
not going to be like just
so
straight up
this
game for the console for a while. Outside of one or two here and there.
Like ways that you can play the game, basically.
It's just odd they don't have like Series X and PS5 later. Even Series X is a given because
fighting system, this kind of chess-like
just
fighting system
for the backward compatibility. They'll
kind of why did
PS5
you
will also
choose,
be automatically
with the evolution of game
widely,
design and how people play games? Why did you choose to stick to these hybrid game mechanics? Do you think that this is kind of what makes King's Bounty King's Bounty?
Absolutely. I think you got it spot on, so I don't even need to answer. King's Bounty is again is a grandfather of turn-based games. So if you remove tactical combat from King's Bounty, then it becomes, I don't know, Mass Effect or Kingdom Come. So this is so we can play around with evolution of this gameplay, make it more fun or realistic. But obviously, this is the core. So this is a tactical game with a lot of role-playing aspects and high fantasy aspects, and not the other way around. So again, gamers who like RPG with shooting elements, games like Cyberpunk, this King's Bounty is probably not for them. I'm sorry, it's a different game.
Yeah, and in terms of, we've mentioned
don't worry
kind
about
of this
Cyberpunk
new
wasn't for anybody
3D
anyway, so it's fine.
world that you're creating when it comes to the fighting style, and then these RPG mechanics and making this world feel more alive and more exciting. What was actually the hardest part of you making the game? What took the longest time? What kind of caused you the most headaches?
Hard to say. Again, first of all, this is multiple platform game, so there are specific technical issues that
what they wanting. I'm gonna move this over.
Just a PlayStation game, then you are not having a headache of
chat.
To different
Heads up,
platforms, getting different.
We got 7 minutes before the IGN stuff began,
and then secondly, the production itself.
If they don't end soon, we might get quick over the IGN. To be honest.
Easy looking.
This should be like after the Fat Day show, not like actual proper conference.
The production of SS, so we wanted to build like a huge map.
There's a heads up on
populate this map with a lot of characters that would just move around, go somewhere, have their own like stories. Then we decided to, instead of having like text dialogues, we decided to produce a lot of engine-based cutscenes to push the story, to explain what's going on. So we even had to buy our motion capture studio.
Yeah, we got
you
6
know, we work with
minutes.
like dozens of actors, and there are hours and hours and hours of
Don't get me wrong.
in-game-based cutscenes.
Probably out of all the game they announced, the King Bounty look probably the
in
best,
past would be
obviously, because
just,
they probably defaulted long.
dialogues and
But
pieces of text. That was another
still,
huge complication.
No, absolutely. And then the final question,
Thank
what are
God.
the benefits of signing up with a global publisher like Koch and being on their brand new gaming label?
Oh, that provides us a lot of additional support because you know, I'm not sure that all gamers understand how games get to the market. So making making game, writing.
Do we
pieces of
still know what
code
that dude
or,
is?
drawing
Oh,
this,
the game with the
amazing
dude
sketch
walking
of
around with the
Dragon,
cigarette.
is only half.
I guess that might have been that
what
Doom and Damen, whatever it
you
was.
need a lot of support.
Maybe that.
From production people, testing, localization, manufacturing retail units, putting all this, units into the retail shops in the world, making mass market communications. So we decided to cooperate with Koch Media. That seemed to be the ideal partner. So we are on the market for many, many years, and I would say very honestly, I was personally a bit scared if we do it just ourselves, that we might not have the human resources
the power
to
vacuum is not
deliver
always a good thing, Chad.
the information about the game itself. We'll work with all the platform holders as effectively as in a co-production and co-publishing with such esteemed partners, Koch Media and Embracer Group. So I'm quite happy.
Awesome. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for your time, Nikolai. And I cannot wait for people to get their hands on King's Bounty 2.
Oh, me too. Trust me. Me too.
We got no game
Years of
coming up,
development.
chat. They're gonna want Oval.
Exciting.
They're 100% gonna want Oval. I'm calling it.
We have 12 titles.
Oh wait, we might be done.
We keep saying it.
I'll be
and
done.
honestly, I
Maybe
shouldn't
done?
have a favorite. It's like picking between a favorite child. However,
We pick between the favorite child.
on a
Chat.
gaming level, unlike any other.
Okay, no, we're not
This
done.
third-person action-adventure shooter will keep you up at night tossing and turning with its horrific, nightmarish creatures. Think Alice in Wonderland meets Alien, or as one US
I had some
journalist
talk
put it,
right there, chat.
Tomb Standing. Guys, sit back, relax, grab a... because you get a world-exclusive
Good
look
Sam can't see
at
this.
Scars Above.
Good job. Dr. Ward,
They said
Dr.
grab a
Yoshida,
potato
get
because
to
it's
the
a
bridge,
terrifying.
please. Time to see what's inside our alien guest.
Okay, chat. We have seen a grand total of 3.5 gameplay. Technically.
Telemetry check.
Telemetry check. Here go.
You know, Coon, if they wanted to hype up, like,
How is this
horror game,
possible?
at least for me anyway,
What planet is this?
I can just
How did
say,
I end up
in the vein of the original, not the remake, the original Resident Evils, then that would get me, Coon.
Log entry. The gate has an internal conduction system. The 3 points on the rim seem sensitive. A targeted blast of electricity should cause a reaction.
Okay, we got a laser
The
machete.
debris. It's from Hermes. It must have splintered off as it entered the
It
atmosphere.
would for me, Coon. It would for me. If they be like, no, we just straight up making like a old school like PS1 horror game, like Alone in the Dark, Resident Evil 1 and 2 and 3.
Still intact.
Like I'm in at that point. But if they bring up Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, then they'd be like, oh. Hey, we do got combat, chat. Okay. Okay, so a little bit of more slower RPG style combat. Okay.
What the hell was that?
I feel like this is one of them games right now getting a look at this.
Log entry. The creature has multiple salivary glands in its thoracic region that seem to produce a highly venomous secretion.
I feel like the animation what making it look like a little low budget. But like the animation get walked out, you know. It might be that not bad, but right now they're like maybe a $30-$40 game. Or like a download game only.
Wow.
You know, like something to be like on like some old arcade if you know that was still a thing.
Covered with some kind of organic residue.
Actually, you know what it reminded me of? I know it got nothing to do with anything here, but like just the animation and like the look of it, it reminded me a lot of Hyperphobia. You know, speaking of like, you know, like F-Bot arcade games again. Okay, chat, we might have to cut this short. We might have to come back with it later. We got 20 seconds on IGN, chat.
Running, and I'm taking the MPU.
Well, they at least showing a lot of gameplay of this, at least. You know, not like super impressive by any means, mainly because of the animation, but you know, at least we actually seeing something. Like Dead Space 3. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Oh, yep. I think IGN beginning. So, sorry, lady. We will come back to you, and we will catch up with you in a bit. Let me pause that so that will actually stay up, and then let's do this.
2 exciting first looks at the hottest new games and in-depth developer interviews.
It's going to be awesome across the board.
IGN Summer of Gaming has it all.
I just like it. Okay, we good. Okay.
This year, we've condensed a metric ton of fresh trailers and never-before-seen gameplay into one sleek package. It's IGN Expo, and you're about to attend.
That's
Don't worry,
unfortunate
there's
that
no
little
ticket
conference
price,
went over.
barring whatever you're already
But
paying
like I
for
said,
your
we will go
internet.
back to it when this is done. And
This is
finish
our
watching
special
that.
corner of the summer, and our chance to show off all the unique games that make up the greater gaming
See,
cosmos.
this is the whole good thing about you.
So
You
buckle
can just
in,
pause and come
because
back
here
like we
come
didn't make
more
nothing.
games than you can shake a joystick at. IGN Expo starts now.
Okay. Hang on, let me tone it down just a little bit. I feel like it's still loud. There we go. Let me know how the audio is, chat. Let's go. Okay, now we're gonna actually see a conference. Since IGN becoming conference for decades, so they should at least know how to make a conference, right? Unlike that, what we were just watching. A soul light, chat. This is what we're gonna see the gameplay of Painkiller. Any of the not Painkiller. Okay, chat. I think somebody have played way too much Bloodborne and decided to make their own game. Oh, Immortal Shell. Oh, never mind. I was worried about the Bloodborne part, but cool. That DLC or that new game? Cause yeah, that was like the Twitch weapon from like Bloodborne. It'd be because they ship out all the review to college kids that literally doing it for like a couple, like 20, 30 bucks a bit. Oh, a quip. Let's be honest here, that wine.
Now this right here is the chillest place to be during this
Nothing to
hot
get the
summer
kids,
games.
but
The way we're dressed, we're clearly here to have a
you
good
know,
time.
when you
I'm
exported
watching,
to
joined by my
you know,
festive buddy, Brian
people just try to make a quick buck very quickly with add little walk of humanly possible. There you go.
That'll likely leave blisters on your thumbs from the sheer thought of playing them, Brian.
It's physically impossible to get blisters on your thumbs from thinking about something, but you know, I believe
And then the few review IGN actually do have on tap. You know,
look, I gotta
they
tell
constantly
you, man,
watching
you
around
don't
doing
tell me
100
what's
different
physically
things.
impossible, baby.
Because if you
Tell
watch
me
any
about
like
the
IGN
games.
podcast thing, you would just see how
in the
miserable
middle
they
of
are,
summer
and they end up just like
IGN's awesome
how
long
quickly
game
they being
celebration,
you know migrated between
Now,
projects.
yesterday, y'all
So that
saw
doesn't
Jeff
help
Keighley's
either.
Summer Game Fest kickoff live. Tomorrow is the start of our E3 2021 coverage, and this right now, this thing that you're experiencing right now is our very own IGN Expo. It's the eye of the heat storm, and you know, well, we all want to know, baby. We all want to know.
I didn't get an Echo machine. Did they mail you one of those?
Yeah, that
Anyway,
honestly,
I'll tell you a
that's a
little bit
big
about the
problem
games,
with any
but first,
outlet
just a teaser,
that is
you just
the
gotta look at
size
the
of
brand
like
new Mortal
IGN.
Shell, the Virtuous Cycle
It
DLC,
literally
and
just
coming up,
like
we've
you know
got
being like
numerous
this is the
trailer
problem
reveals
with
of
also a
upcoming titles,
Boggle day. Not a
DLC,
Boggle for
announcements,
like
developer
review,
walkthroughs,
doing the
and
whole thing
so
of like,
much more. I'm actually
hey, you
not
got
sure
2
if we're
days
allowed
to review the
spoil
game.
the
Go.
surprise for
You
you all.
know,
So
it's just not
let's
enough
just jump
time.
right into it and show
Do you know
some
how many
exclusive
game
footage
like reviews
from
that get
Creed.
sent out like a day or two before the game come out, and the games are like 40 to 50 hours long, and they bet you to have it done in like a day and a half. Like, my God. Like, I hardly ever hit a Bargo date because of that. And, you know, since I, back in the day, wasn't that, hey, Wacky. Since back in the day, like, I did not do the whole watching for Bargo stuff, but, you know. Don't get me wrong, there's still a few companies that do send out review codes that give you like 2 to 3 weeks in advance. But that is very far in between. Wait, are they still walking?
Ready to feel the beat?
Are we just being like, let's make a walking game and also try to be Punch Out? I'm very interested, chat. Maybe it's because they're hitting 2 camps for me. Like, I really like Walkie and I really like Punch Out, so September 2, I guess we're gonna find out. Do Mud Water, that is true, they do have that. Yeah, like, honestly, we view, like, especially like IGN, we view it like, you gotta take it all with, you know, a level of salt.
The goodbye letter was written while the victim's glasses were left untouched upon the nightstand. Who would want their final words to
Wait, what's going on? Wait, is it the new, Sherlock Holmes game?
No. I have it. They belong to the priest who wanted to retain ownership of the land for his presbytery. The first case on this island is closed.
I feel like Sherlock Holmes.
That's incredible, Sherlock.
What have they done recently, Coon? Do they got them toured in like the camp or just randomly reviewing episodes of like WandaVision now? Okay.
Well, did you really think that you could come to this island without getting a little dirty?
Okay, never mind. I don't think this Sherlock Holmes is a...
That investigation was easy, but this personal mission that brought you here, you know it's nothing but pain and madness. I know it's not so far from what's already in your mind.
Okay, this seems to be implying that we actually gonna have like gun combat and fighting out. Any of this is obviously all CG, but still.
Watch your step, Sherlock.
Oh, there's Sherlock.
This
Never
quest
mind.
might soil more than your
I called him.
shoes.
Never mind, chat. I will wait. I will wait in advance. It is a new Sherlock game. I knew they were making a new one. Pretty cool.
You're not ready for this investigation.
Man, the Sherlock games, like the more recent ones over the like decade, man. Like, them are some janky fun games though. Yep, chapter 1. Nice. Okay. So is every day we're gonna do what? Episodic now? I'm in, chat. But like I said, I like those Sherlock games though. Are we doing like tower defense on a moving vehicle? You know something, chat? Yeah, I think we doing the whole yeah, I did move it. Okay, so we are really trying to get a lot of the games that it being survival game, but in line with like WAP and you know the other like survival games that you like building on the boat. Which you know I'm fine with. Cause I feel like these types of survival game fall into the camp either super quick pace, or like very like truncated survival games. Oh, don't you worry. Nobody plays Cyberpunk. It's fine. No worry. She did a great job though because no one need to play Cyberpunk. Doki Doki. Oh, we finally actually seen the sequel game. Oh, chat. Are we finally gonna see the the horror game that was based off of Doki Doki? Cause you remember Doki Doki was a trailer for a Disney survival game that that gonna be coming later, or maybe this is like the Nintendo Plus. God damn it, like the Nintendo Switch version. Oh my God, chat! They got Okay, they gotta be getting close. They gotta be getting super close to the release. This is gonna be, they're gonna be like PT chat. Yep, come in the console. Awesome. Grab it, chat. Oh, they making a physical vulture. Okay, they'll go money. Okay. Go play it, chat. Cause you know it's gonna be freaking like it's literally gonna be just literally like PT. We're gonna get to the end and the new stuff they added gonna link right back into the new game.
Awesome that was. I'm so excited for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, especially as a man
Pick
living
it hype
in the middle
now,
of a
chat.
pandemic. You know, I wouldn't mind having Monica in my reality these days, and I know I'm not alone. Actually, I am alone.
I wonder
which
how
is
they're
why
gonna
I
do
want a
that.
video game character to come keep me
I wonder how
company.
they're gonna do certain parts of
I
that
am
game on
excited for
console.
that one. What about you, Brian?
Yeah,
I freaking love
sure,
Doki Doki.
definitely. Well, that
Coon
Sherlock
was
Holmes game
Coon.
was
Doki
pretty cool.
Doki was
And also as a
fantastic.
man and living
Especially
in the
as
post-pandemic,
a
I'd sure
you know,
love to have a platonic
patently
business
the
relationship with
PT
Watson
of
to solve
you know,
crimes
what's gonna come up that later.
But let's keep this train going by tossing it to the developers over at Gearbox for a breakdown of the Wonderlands trailer. This new game is set in the
What do you mean,
Borderlands
Coon?
universe and inspired by Tiny Tina's tabletop
What?
Let's take a look at Wonderlands.
Let me know what you're talking about, and I can get you. If we talking about internship, I can send you. Oh, the other game we lead? Oh, we will go into that in a moment, Coon, once it's done. But no, there is literally.
I'm the creative director of Tiny Tina's
go look at some
Wonderlands,
of Matt
and I'm
Pat stuff.
thrilled
Matt
to be
Pat
able to
talked
go through
about
this
it.
trailer with you today.
If
Tiny
you go
Tina's
watch
Wonderlands
his
is an entirely new adventure
videos
set
about Doki
in an
Doki,
unpredictable fantasy world that's full of
Doki
whimsy
Doki,
and wonder,
and I know
and
they put out a
high-powered
trailer
weapons.
for the game as
Packed with
well.
fresh gameplay ideas,
But the game is not
irreverent
called
humor,
Doki
a crazy
Doki,
story-driven
but they
adventure,
did put out a
and
trailer
repeatable
as
in-game
well
content
for it
that you can enjoy
back
with
about
friends in co-op
3 or
up to
4
4
months
players.
after Doki Doki came out. But what it is, okay, I get light full or
So
heal
on your
for
quest
Doki
to defeat
Doki,
our main
so
villain, the
I gotta put my
Dragon
hand
Lord, you're
down
gonna
when it's
fight a
done.
variety of monsters, from shambling
What it
skeletons
is
to, like this,
Doki
sharks
Doki
with
was a
legs. So designed
filament
for this chaotic
on the
brand of fantasy
AI
lets
of
us run
Monica,
wild with our
and
imagination. So
then
you can expect
the
some
game
slightly
that's gonna be
warped
coming
takes on
after
high
it
fantasy.
is a 4th-person, or it was 4th-person at the time.
Awesome Gabe Kunda voices the mysterious figure that you hear in this trailer.
Maybe walking
Now,
similar,
he's
maybe
not the
not. It seemed to be
protagonist.
more in
Players
vain
can
with like
actually
Amnesia from the
create
bit we did
and
see
customize
back in the
their own
day.
multi-class heroes in
But
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
what it was,
Players
Doki
won't
Doki was a
literally
experimenting with
customize their weapons,
with
but
Monica
you will
AI,
collect a wide
and
variety
then
of loot
AI
and
of
a wide
Monica
variety
is the
of
main
rarities.
protagonist
So you have
of the
guns,
actual game.
spells, melee
the
weapons,
new
and
game
of course you'll
that
have
is
your
a
skills
spin-off
that you
of
can
it. It's
use,
dealing with
and then you'll be
AI
able
that
to
have went
find
whoa.
loot like armor and amulets and more.
But yeah,
Spells
there
are
was a
big
trailer of
part
it
our
out there.
combat loop, and while it's true we do
Like
not
that, I would
have
try to find
grenades
it
in
after
this
all of
game,
it for you.
we actually like to think of our spells more as mini skills because of their
You know, if you
power
want to get
and their
impatient, if
variety
you
of
want,
behaviors.
if you go watch the 2 video Matt Pat did about
Our
Doki
cast is
Doki,
incredible.
he talked
We have
about
the
it in his
headstrong
videos
Captain
as well about
Valentine,
it.
the rule-obsessed robot Fret, and of course our tyrant villain Dragon Lord.
But no, like,
and
the
Tiny
other reason I'm
Tina,
excited about
and
this,
they're
about
all
Doki
brought to
Doki
life
coming
by these
console,
great actors. And
not
of
only
course,
because Doki
enter
Doki
a
is great,
magical diamond
not
Binacorn
only because of
leaping in
that,
to save the day
but
here.
also
This
like
speaks to
if
the
that
wild
comes
and irreverent
like
humor
now,
in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
that means
Now,
this is
all
probably
this
gonna be
takes
the
place
last
in a
push
game
before
within
we
a game,
actually see
as
the
players
sequel, and we
experience
might
a round
even
of
see the
bunkers
sequel
and
this
badasses,
this
a chaotic
E3.
fantasy tabletop adventure
It'd probably be
where anything
exclusive to
can
PC and
happen.
Microsoft,
The
to
very
be honest here.
unpredictable Tiny Tina makes
But,
the rules. She changes the world on the fly and guides players on their epic fantasy journey. Now, a lot of the tone and humor in this story.
Yeah, because the Doki
springs from
Doki
this
Doki
chaos.
one isn't a theory.
This
The
takes
Doki Doki one is literally okay. Add the Blake. Hey, bulk chat. Did my internet die? Chat. Did my internet die? I hope it didn't die. Okay, hang on, chat. Let's pause and review. Oh, YouTube broke. Fantastic, chat. I can't unpause. I can't play. Refresh. Panic refresh, chat.
Everyone to share in this experience when it launches next year.
We good. But no, literally, if you go watch my playthrough, Coon, I did the same thing. Because in his video, he did what I did, like started going through the files, started going through the Twitter account, went down the rabbit hole into the DeviantArts account that was tied to the game, and then it was literally the whole thing, like once you follow the train all the way through it, what got you to the trailer for it.
That's a threat.
Or for the,
the
actual game.
It's just mildly nice.
Because like I said, it's literally Doki Doki it's literally PT. I can sizzle too, chat. I'm literally playing with it right now.
Beautiful card for you.
Don't play with Sizzle
don't
chat.
go anywhere.
Don't play with Sizzle
We'll be
chat.
right back.
But yeah, like I'm
I'm
honestly really excited for the real game off of it.
movie, The Tomorrow War, exclusively on Prime.
But yeah, like I said, the Matt Pat video on it, literally doing what I did on stream. I literally did the same thing on stream that Matt Pat did in the video, and I did it before Matt Pat did his video, because I didn't watch his video till like after the fact, because I knew Doki Doki was a horror game, and I didn't want to ruin it.
Multiple paths while you serve.
So
Reach your greatest potential with Army National Guard.
why do it have ads? It's because the ESA is not healed. No, let be honest. What it is. Let be honest here. The reason for this is the reason for any like the Game Awards as well. The reason for ads is to make money to pay companies to actually get the right to show them games on that specific stream. Because you know, like one of them cases of like, if they didn't get ad, they didn't get money, then they couldn't pay for like exclusive for each of these, and then you know. Like, this is the reason, like, the PC gaming show and stuff also have ads as well.
But what if you got a chance to peek into the mind of the
you know, if you're not Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, and use some one of these, like, you know, Power Hungry or Power Vacuum that are happening right now, like, you know, they use most of the game, they're usually for party for it, but, like, these now, like, hell, look at it, they literally just pimping out their own channel as well. But no, that's the reason they would ads and this stuff. Because they take the money to pay company, be like, hey, you want to show your game at the, you know, say example here, like, hey, you want to show your game at the Microsoft event. How about we give you a couple $1 million and you show it on all streams? Yeah, that's what it is. It's to pay for exclusivity on stuff. And then also, you know, when you're dealing with like other stuff like this, you know, you of course paying people, you know, actual wages, so you know that too. But the majority of ads are literally to get money to go to developers to try to outbid other streaming services or other, you know, events. That way you can get the game. Because, you know, for example here, like, if IGN come out and be like, we have the exclusive right to, like, Silent Hill or something, you know, whatever game people are excited for, or, like, the biggest, you know, like, rumor mill game, then, you know, they will pay to get that stuff because after the fact, then everybody's going to come watch them stuff or watch them stream of it, and then we turn and they get the ad revenue and all the other revenue that come off of that. Well,
welcome back to IGN Summer of Gaming Expo. I'm glad you stuck around and I didn't have to use these scissors.
I'm still playing with mine, chat, so.
Give me that, man. You don't need those. Give them to me. What are you doing?
Not taking my sizzles.
Anyway, let's check out some more trailers.
Any
guess on what we might see now, Akeem?
Well, you know what, Brian? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say exclusive gameplay trailers with a dash.
Everybody have ad. No, the thing is about that is the ads are not separate ads. The ads are in the video, so AdBlock won't do anything. This is not like going through like YouTube ads or Twitch ads.
Okay.
This is like it literally be like, you know, me reading an ad block in my video. That's what these ads are. And then at that point, I guess you could technically skip through it, but you know, since it's live, not so much. But still. Oh, here we go, chat. I'm actually excited for that. Let's go. Yeah, but you can't exactly skip through it when it's live, though. Well, you just pause and wait like 5 minutes, and then, you know, skip through it. Because, you know, these are live streams. These are not videos. These will be videos later, of course, but right now, these are live streams. But no, you gotta also remember, like, they're gonna put ads on this, like YouTube ads and stuff after the fact as well. Like the ads they are showing, the ads they have right now are to get money to buy exclusivity to certain games. And then later on, when they, you know, go VOD, that when they will start putting like the YouTube ads and stuff on it, and then it will be the one that you can do ad block or just skip. Cause you remember the ads right now they reading is money to get exclusive, not for you. The ads are not meant for you. Okay, that game still looks great. Lego time! Oh my god, are they making a Lego wrestling game? Or are we doing a montage of building something? Oh my god, did somebody literally did a stop motion Lego game, chat? Is that what we are doing here? Oh, no, you was asking the question, why do this have ads on it? I was playing why the live stream have ads on it. No, VODs are different. VODs, you know, if you see the ads, you can just skip it or fast forward past it, and then any of the ads they have right now to get the money to, you know, buy a game for the live stream, then you can, you know, you can just skip through that as well, but, you know. But no, this is for the actual live stuff. Okay, wait a minute. What is going on here, chat? Did they make an area out of Lego and then 3D printed it? I guess this is the way they're gonna get around the copyright of Lego, right? What is happening, chat? I'm totally cool with like a stop motion, you know, video game. The parallel, I'm not following the parallel right now, chat. Yeah, you could start later. That would be a way to do it. I bet you would like the YouTube version that you can just skim through. But then that start getting into like, you know, start getting into like viewership numbers and whatnot. At least on the live side, you know, for like me and everybody else that covering E3. What is it, game chat? I'm super confused by that.
I know what you're thinking. Who is that gorgeous amphibian, and how can I be as successful as him? Well, I'll tell you, kiddo. You gotta come to Ratlandia, the place of opportunity. Where even the ice cream's dreams
Is it made by the people that made,
You see these guys? They've got that go-getting attitude, making it happen in the streets. And, oh, the streets, kid.
Wait, it is skateboard?
Here, there's nothing
Wait, hang on,
miles
chat.
of the smoothest concrete ramps and grinds everywhere.
Oh my god, this is a skateboarding game. Okay.
And, hold on, you can skate, right? Whatever, you pick it up. Or not. Look, it's fine. Your skills, my connections, ain't nothing we can't achieve. There's a whole world out there to discover. It's time to shine, my humanoid friend. Let's roll.
Yeah, because we see, oh, this is all y'all eat. That's what this is. Never mind, I know what this is. It's because we get game announcement soon. And we get the gameplay. And everybody wants gameplay. And also the old people like me, like we've been covering E3 for almost 30 years now. You know, we old. And breaking habit. Because to be honest, if you don't care at all, you know, you can just go watch like the trailer later, like, you know, later today and skip all the event stuff.
Take a trip.
Yeah, the thing, to be honest, the way to look at that, Coon, this is like the Super Bowl any sporting event. This is just the whole idea of, you know, stuff happening at one go. And everybody invested in one go instead of being fragmented. That's literally what it is. That's what E3 is. That whole, like, sporting event style excitement of being, you know, around people watching this stuff.
You're hearing my voice
and getting reaction in real time from everybody. PUBG? Oh, no, they're not PUBG. Never mind.
We know now that no miracle is coming. That
okay, what is that?
Surviving is a slow death.
Oh, no zombie game. Okay. Wait, did World War Z 2, chat? What? Didn't they say they would make a sequel to World War Z?
Our ranks have grown. Our skills
all the development for... Wait, did they? Did they get rid of all the developers?
We have initiated
Or something? Or did they ship it off to somebody else?
Our forces are prepared to take back Rome.
You know, I feel like this is gonna fall into that game of just like stupid fun, but at the same time, chat, I called it, chat. I said earlier, or like 2 or 3 days ago, that, you know, we will probably see a lot of like Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead clones this year.
There will be no retreat.
So I think we found our trend from the next year or two, chat. Well, you know, Left 4 Dead come back, and now everybody like, let's make Left 4 Dead game. I guess they technically always have made Left 4 Dead game. Hey, there, by the way, there we go, to the sequel. I thought. I remember hearing that we're making a sequel.
Welcome back to IGN
And
Expo.
I feel like we're in that camp where
Now,
like
you
everybody's
all
just gonna make the
just got a
same game
sneak
for the
peek
next like year
of
or two.
Sifu and World War Z Aftermath.
But I'm still
Now,
excited for
now,
Sifu
I
though.
can ramble all day about how
But
great
then again,
those
I
reveals
really
were,
like
but, you know, why
beat him
ramble
up
when
with
we
like a
got
depth,
Bramble?
you know, into
Now,
the
this
combat.
upcoming game from Dim Frost Studio promises to take you deep within the dark
Hopefully
and
with
mysterious
depth.
world of
Hopefully we will
folklore.
see.
Let's take a look at Bramble the Mountain King.
Yo, dude, welcome. Battlefield 42. Yeah, that will be what, tomorrow, isn't it? I think. Actually, no, that might be 2 days from now. Or is it? I don't remember. I need to look at the schedule that Doc made me. I don't remember if that might be tomorrow or the next day. Okay, what are we doing, chat? Do we have the people behind Little Nightmare making a new game, chat? No, I know, Coon. And you know how I feel about it. I'm still freaking smug about being white about it. Don't make you think I forgot about last year. I'm still smug about being white about it. The game's still probably not gonna be great, but you know, it can't be any worse than the last Halo. Yeah, this is technically like Little Nightmare, chat. I feel like we getting back into like Little Nightmare, Inside, Limbo vibe here. I don't know if it's gonna be a shit story, Coon. I'm questioning, is it gonna have a story at all? Is the story gonna be so bad none of it gonna remember what the hell happened like Halo 5?
I gotta say, Brian.
Like, is it gonna be the same way we're just gonna like
I'm
bleed it out our head
one.
and
Definitely
not be able to remember any of it?
Man.
Which I guess is
Yeah.
technically a bad story.
Okay,
But,
I mean, yeah,
you know.
the game looks really awesome. I just feel like you're really excited about.
I think 5 have
the
set the
repeated
bar
stabbing
for
thing.
the
That
bad
seems
side
like
of Halo.
You're honing in on that specifically. You seem very into that, which is odd.
It's got everything that you want in a solid video game. I thought it was really awesome. I'm really excited for it, Brian. Just tell what do we have next? Because I'm super excited, man. If Bramble was this damn good, we got to have something else coming up next that's just as equally, if not better.
Well, you know, whatever's up next, I think.
Yeah,
maybe
my
we should
biggest
issue
issue with
have
Halo
something
5
with,
was
like,
pretty much that whole game
less
for me.
chest
By the time I
stabbing.
beat
Maybe
that
something
game,
like a little bit more
I feel like
chill,
Halo 5
you know,
could have been
something more
wrapped up in like
relaxing.
maybe like 3
So you
cutscenes
mean
and like
how
maybe
about
2
this?
missions.
How about like
That's what I
with
thought on Halo
birds?
5. And
Like
not like it was like
skate
a
birds?
bad game. It was just one of them games that like you
yeah,
guys
I
could
mean,
literally
that's
done it
very,
with like
very
1 to 2
specific,
level
but
and a
that would be
cutscene.
super chill. Yeah, let's
And
do it.
could have got the
Skating
same
birds,
vibe
great.
across
Well,
the
then
whole
you
game.
know what, Brian?
I'm
I'm
in
gonna
that
tell you
camp.
right now, you're gonna love this next game. Here comes skateboarding birds in Skatebird.
Hey, here we go.
Skatebird.
Where did we see that? We saw this at the
Bird.
We saw this at the Nintendo event, right? I think we saw this at the Latin Nintendo Direct. I'm pretty sure of that. Don't judge me, chat, but I kind of want to play that. But then again, you know, I'm a sucker for skateboarding stuff, especially since, you know, we haven't had a good skateboarding game in a while beyond, what, the remasters of Tony Hawk, and that was about it. Any of the Tony Hawk we made before that was bad / year. I really like the fourth remake of Tony Hawk, but I admit freely it wasn't great. But the new remake was fantastic though. Oh my god, are we doing Tony Hawk 4 stuff with side mission? Yeah, with false advertising for 5. Oh, we talking about the whole like war between Locke and Chief, and then literally it was like one cutscene. Speaking of being like a cutscene. Yeah, I can't even tell you what happened in story beyond
that's
like
all the time we have here on IGN
the beginning,
Expo.
middle,
I
and
wanna
end.
thank my hairstylist. I want to thank my.
Brian, hold on. Wait, are you insane, man? We're only halfway through. What are you doing?
Oh, Wow! Well, this event is stacked with even more exclusive reveals.
By the way,
and
chat,
brand new
I might want to
trailers
outface
than
on
I could
my
have
hard drive again.
reasonably anticipated.
Oh, we got
Clearly,
42-minute
and
recording time
very
left,
well
chat.
said, my friend. And we'll be right back with even more right after this break. So stick around.
Oh,
and keep
okay,
being
good.
part
It
of
ad
our
break. That means
summer
we can
game.
rant. Okay.
That's right. And
We
I
can
wanna
rant a
thank
little
my
bit.
agent.
That what the ad breaks
thank
all
my
chat for
friends.
us.
I wanna
Like I said, the
thank
ads
my
are not for
uncle
us.
who
This ad's
taught
to make
me
money
that
to buy
wrestling isn't
exclusive.
real. That made
The only
me
thing to
mad
make
when
that
I was
for
a
us
kid, but
is
I'm
for us
okay
to
with it now.
complain.
It only took about 60 years to.
Or the rant. Well,
IGN Summer of Gaming is powered by Duracell Optima.
yeah, because I do want to replay Halo 5 Hills at some point, because I haven't played Halo 5 since launch. Because I want to replay all the Halos again before 6 comes out. But yeah, it's gonna be like one of them cases. I'm probably gonna still feel the same way, because literally that's how I felt after beating it. Was just like, what the hell was this?
Duracell Optimum batteries today.
Cause like that, I wouldn't say Halo is like a bad game by any means, because there was still Rainbow Moon out there and motorbikes and you know what was it, something Black Tiger that was on the PS4. You know, there was some legit bad games out there. But still, it still Halo 5 was still
Whether
pointless.
you're on IGN.com, the IGN app, YouTube, Facebook, or
Welcome back,
Snapchat,
dude.
we've always got you
Welcome
covered.
back, dude.
IGN, the #1 source for all games and entertainment fans
Unboxing,
worldwide.
dude.
In a world with non-stop news about
Yeah,
Marvel,
be careful with it. Get it out.
you need
Feel free
a
to
show
send
with
pictures of
accurate
it. I'd be interested to see it if you do.
commentary and
Me, Akeem Lawanson, host of IGN's new
Last
show,
of Us.
The Fix Entertainment. Whether it's the latest
Yeah, we
superhero
still gotta hear
podcast
about more
or
Last of
anime
Us stuff at
announcement,
some
I'll be
point.
here covering all the
Could you remember,
breakthrough
chat?
movie,
They do
TV,
that
and
standalone
streaming
Last of Us
that
2
matters
multiplayer
most
game.
to you. Make sure to catch the Fix Entertainment.
So,
on
you
IGN
know,
for
we
your
will probably hear
Fix
about that
Entertainment news.
in the
Let's
next,
drop.
like, couple weeks when Sony do their event, probably at a little after E3 or around
Following IGN
GameCon
on
time.
social media? What are you waiting for? We're constantly updating our feeds to bring you the latest news,
Speaking of another game like Halo 5 that was pointless,
custom original content,
you know,
the best user.
I'm still in the camp about Last of Us 2. Like, if it was just all about
Memes.
Abby, if you played as
whole lot
Ellie and
more.
Joe for like the full,
Be part
like
of the
maybe
conversation
first
throughout the
hour,
year.
and it was just Abby
Follow
from that
IGN
point
on
on,
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
it'd be like,
TikTok,
this is
and
a
Snapchat.
great game. The game is great.
What's
But
up,
you know, the
everyone?
whole
Sydney
point of that
here
Ellie
bringing you
part
a
was
little
just
update about the future of IGN on YouTube. We've been listening to
talking
your
about
feedback, and it
slog
seems
slash
like some of you are
pacing
more into
issues.
games, while others are more interested in movies and TV.
I'm doing
So
that
after thinking
camp, but
about it
like,
and decided,
to give
why
me
not
the Abby
both?
game,
Our main channel will
I would have
still
been
bring
happy.
you
I would have
all
been
the
so
biggest
happy if it
news,
was just
reviews,
Abby after a
previews,
certain
and
point.
trailers to keep you up to speed on the most important highlights. But if you only want games content 24/7, head over to IGN Games. Movies and TV more your thing?
Cause I wish they
IGN
would
Movies
just kill
and TV.
everybody off and we
More
would just play the
channels, more of
Abby.
the stuff you
That's
love,
what I
more
wish.
IGN.
If they would have done that, I would have been so happy. Cause man,
I wanna thank
Abby
DuckTales.
gameplay
I wanna
stuff.
thank Anthony
it's still
Franco's
good.
Pizzeria in Paramus, New Jersey.
Just Ellie just
really
they'll
good,
you know
really,
screw it up.
Really,
All
garlic knots
right.
really is what
yes,
a lot
that's
of.
right. That's right, Brian. Well, you know what? Welcome back. This is still the summer of gaming, and you found yourselves knee-deep in IGN Expo. Yes, we are jam-packed with some of the most unique games you'll see first right here on IGN.
Speaking of which, you know what I miss most during quarantine? Helping and moving friends. I just really
Screw
love
that, chat.
unpacking
No,
heavy
no,
crap
no.
and lifting it up in the air. And if you're a weirdo like me, then you probably get the sheer joy of games like Power Wash Simulator and Teardown. Well, keep an eye out in our next set.
Okay,
of
are we
trailers for
getting a sequel to
Unpacking,
that Move Out
probably
game?
the best unpacking simulator.
That
made
was
to date.
like Overcooked,
Sure.
but
Yeah. You know,
movie.
there's also like a bunch of other trailers in there too, Brian.
I think they're going to be most excited about the unpacking one, though.
Okay. You know, well, fine. Well, let's unpack all the trailers, not just the unpacking one, right now.
Thank you, the title franchise. I still feel like we still probably got a little bit of hope for Command and Conquer. I'm with you, Kun, 100%, but at the same time, it's like, hopefully we got a little bit of hope, especially after, you know, that remaster that came out. Okay, chat, I'm calling it now. This is gonna be one of them games that's gonna get very depressing very quickly. If we moving through time here and unpacking stuff, they're gonna be you unpacking stuff as everyone around you die and you become miserable and then you jump off the building. That's what the game's gonna be, chat. I'm calling it. Cause let's be honest, when you start adding like, you know, personal faces over time, that just scream like we're gonna all be crying by the end. Don't let it pull you in a false sense of security, chat. It's gonna happen. Hey, 2 Point
Hi, and
Campus.
welcome to a very quick
Campus.
sneak peek look at 2 Point Campus.
If you're not familiar
Okay, let's
with
see.
2
They're
Point
gonna be the
games,
same from
think
yesterday.
fun simulation management with a very particular 2 Point twist.
In Campus, you'll get to design and run your very own university.
But rather
way,
than
chat.
boring courses,
As
we're
this is
giving
happening,
you the
Sam and Lily
opportunity
White
to
Net
teach
to
your
me
students
playing
very
2 Point
unusual
Hospital,
classes,
literally.
like night school.
In this one, you'll be teaching
They
your students
showing the new
heraldry,
game right now.
chivalry, jousting, and how to walk around in that really heavy armor.
Here we're building the training area for our prospective knights. We watched a ton of live streams of 2 Point Hospital, saw what people were vibing with, and we've added
Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be gameplay demo. Yesterday was just a very quick trailer.
Create new buildings, landscape, and place trees and
By the way, are you
pathways.
guys ready to see Sam play
Here
that
you can
day
see
one?
some of our night school students warming up with some practice dummies. If they can nail their classes, they'll get
Nice.
themselves straight A's. But if they don't have everything they need, great teachers, great equipment, and of course a great social life, they may fail.
Yeah, who
It's
did
just a
who
super
did the
quick
remake for
But that's
Command and
just a
Conquer?
taste of what's to come in 2 Point Campus. which
Like
is
I don't
out in
remember what company
2022.
actually worked on that.
If
That
you
probably
sign
was a
up on our
third party. It
website
wasn't
at
probably
2pointcampus.com,
in-house EA.
you can get
I
yourself a
imagine.
free in-game item
I've
when
only
the
heard
game
good things about
launches.
that remaster, so ideally, hopefully, you know, hopefully give them the Waynes and just let them make it. You know, make a new one. You know, let the whole like Tony Hawk remake happen. L1 up, okay, there go my money chat. Let's see what we got. Man, I am so happy we are starting to get like 1-Up Arcade that is like actually aesthetically the actual arcade. Because pretty much what they have been up to that point, like the ones behind me, they all been like the same manufacturer, just with like the artwork on it. Actually, I think it might just be an ad chat. Technically, I don't care. It 1-Up Arcade. And I want them, chat. I want them all. I'm telling you, chat, when we become millionaires, this is where all the money gonna go. You're gonna be buying arcade machines. That's literally what's gonna happen, chat. I'm gonna build me a giant arcade room just for my arcade collection. Oh, is this? Did we saw they came like a year or two ago, right?
For the sins of the one.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are? I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Somebody in this city is about to break the golden rule.
Some people say it's the
expecting like
creation
a
of an
point quick
all-seeing
chat.
God who's
Or
watching everything
poison.
we do.
Wasn't it? Am I right, chat? Wasn't it made by the same team that did Firewatch?
To figure out who's about to break the golden
Technically, I do want to play that, chat. Wait, 3,000 download. Wait, is this out?
Just arrived here and you already know everyone.
Chat,
and
it is out.
exactly what's about to happen to them.
The original Cradle.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius.
Oh, July 28th. Oh yeah, Forgotten City. Yeah. Okay, cool. I need to add that to the list. Email some people. But yeah, if it's like leftover Wetwood Studio, yeah, just give it to them again. Let them make a new Command and Conquer.
From a new dawn, a hero rises.
Yep, time for CRPG time, chat.
Two worlds, yet part of none. It's your fate to free Nevendar.
Oh!
Disciples' Liberation brings tactical turn-based battles into a dark
Wait.
fantasy strategy.
So it's a CRPG that turned into
Find your place
like
in a
proper
world of
grid bait
endless
arena.
raging war between the four factions.
Okay. Question: 80 hours of gameplay, chat. Jesus. So does that mean they're gonna be like?
Use your legacy to battle your foes, find loyal companions, and
Okay, chat. My question here is like, these are instants or Or these actually an environment like a normal CRPG. Cause the fourth one they showed, they made it look like we're gonna do like the Final Fantasy like type of thing. You know, you get in a battle, it fades away, and do like your own thing.
What define us?
You know, chat. I'm telling you, chat. If this is like fully voice acted, I'm probably in again. Cause I'm telling you, it like more like CRPG had voice acting. I'd be more into it. Cause I really like Divinity. The only issue I had with Divinity, cause I was playing original Divinity, not Divinity 2. But playing original Divinity and playing that on a controller was iffy. So at some point, I want to start Divinity again, but actually play the PC version. But I actually really like Divinity from what I played of it.
Disciples Liberation. Coming soon to your PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
You just
Is
saw
that
the trailers
off
for
a board game or something?
Disciples Liberation, Unpacking, and
Or
before
maybe I
that
just
was
hold
The Forgotten City, and
Conic
also
go on about it.
Unpacking.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of unpacking there. Now, Brian, you might remember our next game made waves when it was first announced 3 years ago, but we haven't heard a ton from the team lately. Now, with that said,
Down to 3 hours in a month. There you go.
This Zelda-ish indie title.
Yeah,
It
that'd
looks
be
just as
nice,
cute.
Coon.
Akeem, I am so excited
Because honestly,
about
they
this
probably
one.
should.
Let's
And they
check
remade,
in
what, the
with
fourth one?
Tunic.
Hey, Fox Zelda time chat. So yeah, if they did remake now, I feel like that'd be like one of them cases of like building faith in them, like in the community again, and then you know let them make their own.
The same demo has been making the rounds for many moons, but one-man developer Andrew Schuldeis's absolutely adorable fox and his Zelda-like adventure is finally almost ready, and we got an exclusive hands-on with the all-new E3 2021 demo that's coming to your Xbox on June 15th.
There we go. Yeah, I'll give him to say.
Charming fox needs to be
I would give him to say like they were one of the game they announced for the demo that time, or sometime that week or month, I guess, technically.
In the new demo, which includes a slice of the overworld as well as one dungeon, you'll encounter a number of different enemies after you find, in order,
Okay, so that means the demo is probably going to be like, what, maybe 30 minutes?
and then a shield. From simple blobs to laser turrets to a giant bone monster that, try as I might, with every power-up I could find in the demo, like ice bombs and sticks of dynamite,
how you doing,
I
dude?
could not
Welcome,
bring
Ad.
down.
How are you doing today, my dude? Welcome to E3 Day 2.
I presume I'll be
I get
more
technically Day
powerful
3 now.
later on in the full game to come back and conquer it, but the demo makes it clear that there are going to be places that you probably shouldn't go yet, no matter how tempted you are to get through the doors the toughest creatures are guarding.
So the question gonna be like, is it gonna be like power lock?
Going on in this
you know, as in
What
the monsters are just so much more powerful, you just don't have the EP to take them.
And why are there help screens in the world modeled after old school video game instruction manuals and strategy guides?
that is adorable,
I
chat.
love the added sense of mystery and intrigue that Tunic brings.
Okay,
that
this
it
is going on
absolutely
me.
doesn't need to. The gameplay would be
Yeah,
just
that
as
right
fun,
there,
the
like some
presentation
that is some
just
like
as compelling without
very
them,
hardcore
but
like
they're there,
Nintendo Power
and they make me
flashback.
want to play more to uncover the answers to those questions.
But not now until a month before Willie Coon. But I guess that was a nice surprise, though.
Like any good Zelda-style game, there are secrets hiding all over the place if you look carefully enough. Schuldeis very politely requested that I not spoil any of them for you before you have a chance to play the demo for yourself.
But we ain't on
so
NGS.
I'll just say this. Put yourself in a Zelda mindset.
Did you download NGS and then delete it over the last few days?
Where to look. Schuldeis told me that there are 6
Yeah, supposedly
secret
the
items
server
in
lag
the
is now
demo,
fixed.
which means there are certainly plenty more to discover in the full game as well. On this note, the
But yeah,
new
hope you
demo
talk
makes
film
it
better,
pretty
man.
clear that you will not be
If you
completing
need anything,
Tunic
let me
in
know.
just one sitting. The one dungeon here has plenty of layers to it, and while you can save your progress at various shrines, doing so resets all of the monsters. So there will be a constant tug of war between taking risks to progress and playing it safe. I do appreciate
Yeah, they're gonna have
how there
Discord
are
link on
environmental
everything.
shortcuts
Cause the
that
way it
open
is
up
it
as
going,
you go,
Coon, like
meaning that
every
if you
game,
die,
just, instead of having
believe me,
website, they're
you
just gonna
will
have
die.
Discord servers.
Respawning at the last save point
Cause if you
means
think
won't
about
have
it from
to walk as
marketing
far or
outlook,
fight
like that is
through
probably
everything
way
all
better
over
than
again
having a
in order to
website.
get where you're going. But this world is
Because to get into the
clearly
Discord
a
that
big
involve
one,
you
just
actually
like
doing
any
something, more than
Zelda-style
likely you're not
game
gonna
worth its
leave.
salt.
So in return, you can just spam
Finally,
information
allow
to
me to
people
state the
instead of
obvious.
hoping they come
Tunic
back to your
looks and
website.
sounds beautiful. The simplistic,
Not counting, then
colorful
you
visuals
actually
lend
have
Tunic a
names
very
and faces that you can
playful
literally
visual
directly
tone, while
market
the
to.
serene music adds a very pleasant,
Because let's be
calming
honest, that's the
vibe to
reason why a
gameplay.
lot of people have
The
Discord
combination
channel.
of the two is fantastic. Tunic blends retro and modern in both the audio and visual departments in a way that
Same
gives
thing
it a
go with like the
wholly
people who
unique
hand
look
out
and
phone
feel.
numbers, you know,
I
it's the same
absolutely
thing.
love it.
And a marketing thing that way more important
And with
than,
that, I
you know,
wholeheartedly
dealing
recommend
with
you play
websites.
the
You think about
Xbox demo
Discord is like the
yourself
new
on June
version
15th,
of
and after
like
you
email
do, I
mailing
have little
lists,
doubt that Tunic will not only
which is,
ping on
you
your
know,
upcoming
deal
game
way
radar,
more successful than
but
website
rocket up
any
towards the top
on
of
their
your
own.
wish list in the process. While Shouldice still hasn't given a concrete release date for Tunic, there's more reason than ever to believe that 2021 is finally the year. For
Yeah,
more
hopefully
on
Tunic come
don't
out
miss
this year.
more gameplay
I
from
hope
the
it comes
old
out this
demo,
year.
And for everything else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
IGN Expo is just reaching its peak.
Oh, that's
so
what you
don't
did.
go anywhere. Right now, we've got 6 fresh
Oh.
trailers loaded up. Like
Oh, that what was happening.
Blast cartridges
Ooh.
in a
I remember you saying you was
laser
having
pistol
problems. I
aimed
didn't
at
realize
the
with the
heart
Black Queen
of
of
your
Death.
boredom. 'Cause I know
Yeah,
you'll
hopefully
get
it
bored.
fixed now. Because we did come off of
Shoot
maintenance
a
that will put the
laser
fix
pistol
like
at the
Sobo
heart of
issue.
boredom. That's an apt metaphor.
So
Game
hopefully
also
the bug you were getting
really
was
dark
it fixed
and
now.
slightly
Hopefully.
messed up. Anyway, our
Hey.
first trailer involves a show I know everyone loves, Saint Ranger Things. Following the adventures of Saint Ranger, the only Texas Ranger to ever be sainted.
Well, Brian, actually, I'm gonna have to poke a couple of holes in your cloud here. My
Oh,
boy.
you're talking about that.
It
Oh.
actually, that's a typo. It says
Yeah, that
Stranger
type of stuff is
Things.
getting into
Oh no, that's not a typo. I just can't read. Well, anyway,
yeah, like
let's see what these
requiring
Stranger
you to
Things
do. If you
or
think about it,
Saint Ranger
Kojima was doing
Things
that back in the
team
'90s
are doing
in
the world
some
of Smite.
ways.
Or Smitty.
But yeah, to be honest, all that is just like a ploy to, you know, get. Oh, we doing the Stranger Things Smite thing, aren't we? Is, you know, like I said, a way to just a fan social stuff. Because the sad truth of it all, with it, everything when it comes to business nowadays, social media is way more important than anything else. Just because, you know, that it will, you know, the next generation is, or I get the millennial generation is, which we all the demographic now for, you know, money. You know, the demographic, the sales up to is 25 to 35, so. But yeah, if it's just like extra world building stuff, I'm okay with it. But like, yeah, if it's like 100% required. Wait, was it the Halo game that came out a couple years ago? Yeah, this is totally the Halo game that came out a couple years ago on PC. Back when we didn't have Halo on PC again. Good to see the game is still around, chat. Like, I thought the game was just gonna like die off after Halo came out, since it was literally just Halo. By the way, this is free to play, chat, if you want to play it. But yeah, everything I ever heard of anybody playing the game is literally about like, yeah, it literally feels like Halo multiplayer. But yeah, I am with you on the whole, like, if it like required to beat the game type of deal, no thank you. Like I said, if it's more like the Doki Doki stuff, you know, just like world building stuff, you know, like a scavenger hunt to get like the real answer, then it's like, I'm cool with that, because, you know, I kind of like have always like AR RPGs. But man, like back in like the days of like when that stuff became popular. Wait, are we getting a treat away? Oh, I didn't want to be getting some DLC here, chat. But like back in the day when like AR was a real thing in the mid 2000s, especially in like California and Silicon Valley stuff. Like, you know, going out the park, finding like hidden treasure that had like a clue would be like, hey, go to these coordinates. And then you have to look up the coordinates, and then you go there, and then you get another clue, and then it's like all wrapped back into like an announcement for something, or like some prize money or something. Hey, yeah, Nightmare. Okay, so we got DLC stuff. Like, that stuff was awesome back in the early 2000s. I was so jealous at the time of not living in a big city to do that stuff. The coolest thing my town had of that was literally a golden, a golden bike nail that meant for train tracks that they hid in town one time a year. And in the newspaper, they will put riddles every week for like a month. And you had to solve the riddle to then find the golden bike hidden somewhere in the city or the town. And if you found it, then you actually could take it to the courthouse and win money. It was the coolest thing I ever had to it growing up where I was. But it's literally that, just going through social media now, because, you know, nobody want to go outside. That's what that stuff is, so it's like... But like
Because in this house, we worship Hatsune Miku.
We do indeed worship it. But yeah, that's literally what that stuff is. But like, if they make it you have to do it to beat the game, then like, no thanks. You know, Feds did it as well, technically. Any Fed didn't require you to beat the game to do it, but Feds also had like the social media stuff, like a very primitive version of it from back in the day. Go back to Smite. Did you play Smite, Coon? Were you a Smite player? Oh, don't have enough RAM for the... Yeah, hopefully what will happening will be fixed by just reinstalling with the update that he put out today. Hopefully it will start working for you. Oh yeah, go for it, man. I would check it once I'm done here. Yeah, no worry. If watching me in a film where you download, you do you, man. Do what you gotta do. But yeah, you can message me about it later if you want. Yo, how you doing? 2077. Oh my God, did we literally get a turn-based music game? I'll be back with you guys in chat in a moment. Are we literally doing Battle of the Band SRPG style? Okay. I hope that part of the video don't get copyrighted, because if so, then we know it might be a bad idea for the game. But still, into the yield. Okay, I'm mid yield. I'm in, chat. I'm in.
Woo! Now that was the new game, Battle of the Bands. Now I can't wait for that one. That's
Just
actually being
download more
produced
RAM.
in part by the Living Tombstone.
How you
and
doing,
we've got
man?
An exclusive music video from those guys you can check out over on IGN's YouTube channel.
You know, if IGN Expo were a Battle of the Bands, this would be the brief window between when each band plays, and you can go buy an overpriced drink and use the bathroom and make a pee-pee.
You know what? Fortunately, you can still watch ads in the bathroom from your phone or your laptops. So take it to the toilet, y'all. Summer of gaming continues after this quick break.
Don't take your laptop to the toilet, y'all. Don't listen to Akeem. Don't do that. That's weird. Come on. What, like, how important is your job? You're going to bring your laptop to the toilet? Come on.
It's eBay. I'm trying to win something on eBay. It's an auction. Come on now. I'm trying to get a new NFT.
What are you trying to win the auction for, grossest dude? Because you already won. Haha. Catch.
2 times today, chat. 2 times today. We almost made it. We made it 2 days without
USAA Insurance.
without that.
Army National Guard. Pursue multiple paths while you serve.
I get now that Kojima, Konami is not at E3 anymore, or really anywhere anymore outside of love hotels and gambling places and pachinko machines and other stuff in Japan. Are they still technically tied to anime production? It might not be anymore. I don't know. Either way, I think we are trying to make up for
If you're not following IGN on social
for
media,
Konami not being around anymore, the level of uncomfortableness.
the latest news.
How the new PSO? Great, man. Like, literally, everything I was wanting, and a little bit more, especially coming out of the betas and out of the 2 beta I did play. It is fantastic. The only issue we originally had, or the only issue I have at the moment, was the server lag issue. But we did get emergency maintenance earlier today to fix that. And everybody in chat have been playing it while it's been happening since it's back online now. Supposedly it's working better. So I'm actually excited to actually jump back into it later tonight and get back into it and see how it is. But yeah, supposedly my only real issue I had with it ended up getting patched earlier today. So yeah, the thing is though, it's a Disney type of game, man. Like, Is it no longer like a random generated dungeon crawl from like the PSO2 or PS2 days? Like, it's not that anymore. Now it's more in vain with, you know, like normal MMOs with the same combat. And, you know, strip the loot down a bit. Because, you know, loot is nowhere near as, you know, much. Like, instead of getting like 40 items per monster drop, now you're getting like maybe 2 to 3. But it's still really good though. If you like the level design of like Xenoblade Chronicle X, Breath of the Wild, you know, the same company worked on Breath of the Wild, that worked on Xenoblade.
That's unfortunate.
So if you like that type of level design with the combat of like the Scion class or like Phantom, Etoile, like Hero, like that type of like gameplay from PSO2, like you will probably love it. But yeah, I highly recommend it. It is if you download it on PC, like a 35.9 gig. If you download it on console, it's like 80 gigs.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to IGN
and you can jump between the game on the fly, so you know, if you have both games installed,
summer of gaming,
literally just on load screen separating you from the old fancy talk and new fancy talk.
Summertime, sand, the beach, kissing.
Yeah, I recommend it highly.
All the summer stuff you
especially
love
if the bugs have been fixed today.
But coming up next, we've got trailers for a Metroidvania puzzle game, a classic murder mystery, and a game where you finally get to fight Louis XVI's robot army. I hate them.
That's insane, man. You know, and we got many more on top of all of that. I mean, these developers are really, really freaking creative. Let's check them out.
I had a fight with a Pepsi box.
That woman we saw when we played in the woods. She has a crooked nose with a yucky wart. It's just the long grey hair that makes her look old, but she's pretty young,
this is secretly the DLC to when we played, isn't it?
She built herself a shelter out of wood and pieces of old cloth. I think it was standing on a chicken leg.
It's made of gingerbread chocolate candy and a lot
This
of
is not going to be what we think it's going to be, Chad.
Bones.
We're going to cut the gameplay and the little kid going to run around with AKs. I'm calling it.
Probably bats. Spiders. Mushrooms.
Hey, don't you dip my wound?
Always smell a child when it's close. You want to know if all of that was real? Well, even if it wasn't before, it certainly is now.
Watch it can secretly be Hey Light Neck game.
Am I seeing things? Or did she have a hunting bow?
I caught it, chat. They don't have AK, but they do have technically a gun. Well, those are guns, right? They shoot stuff. They didn't impale people. It's almost the same thing. Watch it. It's gonna be like your kid get kidnapped, the mother get infected with some witch poison, and now you're traveling through like hell dimensions to get your kids back. That's what it's gonna be, chat. What are we looking at? Hey, Series 8 and PS5. Fantastic. Hey, look at that, chat. Finally a net gen only game. Cool. No. I don't think.
Sorrow resonates through the kingdoms.
Oh, here we go. I will go more in detail on that in a moment, but no, my basic answer.
We train, we fight to push our limits.
Okay, chat.
But what are you
Is it a sequel to
And so the sheep.
Yeah, 10 new levels.
The shepherd, culling them to this.
Oh god, chat. What was that Metroidvania when we played? They literally there. Yeah, it's literally there. I'm blinking so hard on the name right now. They were freaking great. I remember almost platinuming it like a couple years ago, chat, when it came out. I need help. What was that called, chat? I know what game this is. I don't remember.
You lack the conviction to do what is necessary.
Because ideally, if we have money, this is day one, chat.
so easily broken.
Because I've been meaning to buy the physical version of the fourth game for a while.
You continue to feed into this cycle of death.
Oh my god, man, this is like a giant upgrade.
Just yet.
You remember our deal, don't you?
Yes, we do. There we go, Deck Gambit, that's what it was called. So did you the upgraded version or this a sequel, chat? I think it might be an upgrade. I don't care. I'm in. I'm doing no matter what. The Deck Gambit was great. Yo, how you doing, dude? What game are you talking about? A bingo game. One day, Pip. Yay, Twin Shooter. Okay, so I'll get real quick to answer my thing about the Nintendo thing. I'm in the camp there is a new console and not a Switch Pro, it's a new console altogether. More than likely, probably something we don't want, none of us want. It'll be just straight handheld and not backward compatible. I don't think Nintendo gonna do the obvious, you know, continuation, because it's Nintendo, and Nintendo never hardly do that. So I'm expecting like a Wii U situation. It's gonna come out, nobody gonna want it, and then, you know, the console afterward will be the one nobody want again. But with that being said, though, like, I don't think we will get it this year. If the closest thing I think we're gonna get to it, and maybe if we are lucky, would be Nintendo being like, oh yeah, we got a new console in the world. We will talk more about it in 2022, and then we will get a conference in like January, February of the new console, and then it will probably be out mid next year, like in like May or July. So Nintendo seem to have found pretty good success releasing the Switch in, what was it, March? So that is my theory for Nintendo. And like I said, I hope it just like, you know, the Switch 2 or Super Switch or, you know, in that vein. I don't think it'd be just a straight upgrade by any means. It will be a whole different thing altogether. It just will literally, hopefully, it will still play Switch games and still be portable. But like I said, knowing Nintendo, it's probably gonna be portable only, and you're gonna have some kooky mechanic to it that nobody wanted, like the Wii U or the Wii. But that might do it anyway, so we will see. And a giant bunny. Yeah, I don't know if that was DLC or that like a game of the year like Wii Plant or not. But anyway, I'm in on Deck Gambit no matter what.
The king left us no chance.
They were too many, too strong, and made of steel.
Wait, what is this?
The fighting was too one-sided. We were slaughtered.
The machines wouldn't even let me flee.
Bloodborne 2 chat. Now we will bot.
Paris burns and is lost, short of a miracle.
Deep chat. I take it back. It's gonna be deep, isn't it? Deep is coming back. I do now. Then you know the robot look like something out like Skyrim, like, you know, something that the dwarves would build. Yeah, console the wild card here. Like, indeed. Because I just feel like with Nintendo, I feel like going into this generation, or the next generation for them, I feel like they will probably more likely just be like, oh, you know, like 80% of the people play the Switch in handheld, which is the main reason why, you know, we had, you know, the Lite happen. So I could see them being like, good console. We just gonna release a handheld console only, and then if you want to hook up to your TV, you gotta pay an extra like $100 to buy some adapter. Like 6 months down the line, that only gonna be in print for like a month.
It's all part of IGN Expo here on IGN Summer Gaming. Brand new game trailers.
I think that's what Nintendo gonna do. I think they're gonna be like, no, we're gonna make a handheld console again. It will not be backward compatible and more than likely will not be able to hook it up to the TV. And if you can, it can be very offensive and also discontinue really fast. That's what I'm expecting from Nintendo.
I can, Akeem, and that's because I hit my head earlier this morning. So yes, we've got 4 more game trailers to unveil, and we're gonna do that without further ado while I make sure my friend Akeem
God, chat. I only got 8 minutes of recording left on my PC, chat.
They're everywhere.
Look at that. I'm not going to be able to record all this, am I?
Too.
Well, these are super quick trailers.
Time is like gravity.
Are we doing?
Constantly falling forward.
I'm having a flashback to like Life in Train 1 chat.
But then, it all stopped for me. Dear Journal, it's been a while. I think. And I am still unsure why I am talking to you when I am clearly the only one listening. I guess to keep some sanity.
I'm getting like some very like.
You are still stuck. If you are starting to
like
lose
some very like that time period point and click chat.
It's the only way we can get
the
back.
bet time for point and clicks.
I'm counting on you.
Oh, never mind. We got combat. Never mind. Okay, so this is like a survival horror game. Oh my God, so many puzzle chat. It's what I wanted when we were to be. We'll come back to being, I guess I should say. Okay. Q2 next year though. I'm gonna forget about that game and then it's gonna come out and you guys gonna be telling me to play. I'm calling it out.
Nanny?
Yes, Julia?
Martha's not here.
Wait, what did we see this game chat?
The White Lady again.
But you always find that story scary.
Yes, Nanny. But I'm with you.
Oh God, chat. I can't unheal dodge or void right now, or do an old fake British accent chat.
Little one.
I can't unheal it in the child. It's bothering me now.
Who would often stroll by a lake. But one day, in a fit of jealousy, the man drowned the young woman. Too much
Peppa Pig.
Brought death.
Peppa Pig family becomes serial killer. There we go.
Also be so bad.
This is something you will learn with age, Poppet.
You didn't need Peppa Pig to hang up on somebody and I'd be happy.
So he was hanged in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed his beloved. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since
the fish
then,
ate her.
the spirit of the girl, known as the White Lady, wanders restlessly in search of relief from her eternal suffering. Only the life of another young woman can give the lady a moment of peace.
That's always terrible to hear. I'll never get used to it.
Let me keep telling you that, kid.
Get used to that kind of pain, my sparrow. But those in great pain can attempt to evoke the
Speaking of old like
dark
point and click
ritual
chat.
and magic of the tarot. As the lady knows their suffering all too well.
I'm not gonna say no to like point and click that very much. Like I say, hit that vibe of like Myths and Siberia, like that type of point and click. Hey, there we go. Series X and Net Gen. Sadly, Quad Gen, but I will take what we can get. Okay, chat. I got 4 minutes. What's gonna happen here? Okay. Okay. Go on. Wait, it is Oh, no. I don't think this is what in my head I'm thinking. Chat. You know, chat. You know how much I want a dogfighting game that feels like Battle Cry. And we got plating ships. Okay. Oh, and we also got aliens out here. Are we secretly doing Subnautica base edition here? Oh man, that cockpit literally looked like something out of Wing Commander. Cool, it is net gen and consoles as well. Awesome. Net gen only, chat. Awesome, we don't actually see them. I'm in chat.
Was a great gift for humanity.
Okay, taco time.
One of the greatest.
What are you talking about?
Chernobyl. I could tell you things that would turn your whole life upside down.
I love taco, chat.
But I don't want
taco with the best game ever. And if it was buggy as hell, it's still... Oh god, I love taco.
I can't have you falling apart. Don't you understand?
We've been waiting.
What are you saying?
Wait, hang on. No, I don't think there's a taco. I think this was the other game we saw a couple days ago.
You're going to help me save her.
Yeah, this is a game. God damn it. Ah! I wanted taco, chat. Any of the game still remind me of taco.
Chernobylite opened a door to something that will change the history of mankind forever.
Triple the record. Taco was Fallout 3 before Fallout 3, chat. But better. I said it.
We can be together, Igor, but you have to learn the truth if you truly want to find me.
I feel like this E3 chat is gonna be broken down in my 1 minute rant here before my video stopped recording. I feel like this year is like everybody mimicking each other. Speaking of Fallout, you know, we got a whole bunch of Chernobyl game. We got a whole bunch of like
You've been through so much for me.
like Left 4 Dead games. Like I feel like that is what the generation is picking up on right now.
Everything you have, your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty.
Oh my god, this is a lot of gameplay. There's way more gameplay than yesterday.
Good luck, my love.
Dude, that come out in July?
You know what? What a fantastic show full of great new
Dude,
games.
that is soon. Okay. I didn't realize it was July.
Now, we just saw new gameplay footage from Broken Pieces, Martha is Dead, Haunted Space, and Chernobylite. Now, I'm personally looking forward to Sifu, since Absolve is a unique game.
I'm out of inventory pay on my hard drive.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I'm personally looking forward to Bramble because
well, we made it through the
have
games
some
before I went out
issues
phase,
with
so
my dad that I need to work out.
We might be good here.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? We really went for. I think we went for like
Trying pull us
all
in
killer,
and
no
the dog.
filler this
Maybe
year with these trailers, which means
if you think about it, you might be
barely
right
had
on
to hear
that.
from us two. So you're welcome
Taco
for that.
was
And don't forget, y'all.
early
E3
2000
starts tomorrow.
That's
like,
right.
that
And
was
if
what,
you're just
2001,
joining us, sorry you missed the entire
2002?
show. Your clock is broken.
And then Left 4
or
Dead was like
something.
2000
Sort it out.
and
But yes, Summer of Gaming continues tomorrow with the
8?
Ubisoft Forward Conference, so be sure to join us.
By the way,
all
chat, I will
as
be
we
covering
break
all
down
them events
the
as well
biggest
tomorrow.
reveals all E3 long.
Not to mention conferences from Square Enix, Xbox and Bethesda, and Nintendo Direct.
I'm pretty sure there's
happening
more stuff
next
happening
week.
tomorrow.
So
I need to look at my
hit up
spreadsheet.
IGN.com
These are
for
just like the
full
big
schedule.
ones.
The summer of gaming continues as long as there's gaming in your heart and Mario in your sunshine. Yeah.
That is really weird, but that was also sweet. I love you for that, Akeem. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. You're awesome, and goodbye.
I am happy
care,
though.
y'all.
And if I did want our inventory on my faithful
IGN
recording,
Summer of
at least we
Gaming
made you all the
2021
game.
is
I'm
presented
happy.
by Army National Guard.
But
Pursue
there we go,
multiple
champ.
while you serve. Reach your
But yeah,
greatest
like the
potential with
Chernobyl
Army
game,
National Guard.
any of it not
And
Taco. We will
by
probably, honestly, we'll
Amazon
probably see
original
Taco at the
movie, The
Microsoft event. Cause didn't the studio behind Taco get bought by Microsoft?
And powered by
Am I right about
Duracell
that?
Optimum, the official
I feel like I
battery
remember
sponsor of
hearing they
Summer
got
of
bought
Gaming
by them when they did that
2021.
giant
And
purchases of
presented
like
by
15 studios.
USAA
So we will probably see that on what, Monday? Sunday? Whenever Microsoft hits.
Not only is IGN the
But
world's biggest media
but yeah,
brand for games
okay,
and
IGN.
entertainment,
We
but
good
also have a
IGN.
team-
We good IGN. But wait, what's happening? Flee now. Wait, why in control fleet chat? Okay, we will look at that in a moment. But yeah, we probably will see Taco down. But nonetheless, like I said, Metropol, you know, the game like Taco was not bad looking though. Like I said, we saw way more stuff on that than yesterday. That would easily probably the highlight here for me. It would be like that. But then again, you know, we did get a lot of stuff now. Like, yeah, see, I told you, Chad. I told you the IGN one would be a lot better than the one that we were watching beforehand. That was literally 99% just asking PR questions. Oh, you forgot you can change your jog animation. It's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff will probably end up being, you know, will become unlocked. You know, of course, we got the stuff we can do already. But I imagine there will probably be more animation popping up in, inside of, you know, like the GRAT tickets coming up. That'd be my guess anyway. But yeah, either way, there with that, hang on, let me go ahead. Let me turn on my monitor for a moment. Let me try to find that spreadsheet. Oh, how we did with algae. There we go. Okay, chat. Here is the actual schedule for tomorrow, since like the IGN only showing the big stuff. So once again, it was made by wonderful Doc or 2Doc in chat. Ended up making up this spreadsheet here. So, today what, the 11th? So tomorrow we have a very, very long day, chat. A very long day. Because we got the Grill Collective at 10 a.m. So, geez, I gotta be up early. So, 10 a.m. tomorrow will be that. We got the Wholesome Direct, whatever that might be, at noon. We got the Ubisoft event at 2, at 2 my time. We got Guildbox at 4, and then we got, oh no, we got Devolver at 3:30, and then 4 is Guildbox, and then Upload VR, which I imagine that one probably gonna be a VR stream. So tomorrow gonna be busy. Like, tomorrow literally gonna be me being live probably at 9:45-ish. And we will be doing E3 stuff all the way up to probably 6 o'clock, 6 or 7, and then jump into PSO then for the rest of the night. And then, of course, we got Microsoft at noon. At least I can sleep in a little bit on Sunday, so a little bad, I guess. But yeah, so that's the plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow is, how many is that? Is that like 7 conferences? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will quote, chat. I will quote. So we got 6 conferences tomorrow, and then more PSO tomorrow. That's the plan for that. So hopefully I will be good on inventory fate by then, which I'm gonna deal with in a moment, and we will be good. Yeah, animation will be in AC and etchy clap. Yeah, they might be in both. Once we start getting etchy clap, we can see how it is. But I imagine, like, the majority of, like, the animations and, like, the stickle stuff will be locked to that stuff. Because they're always technically in the AC clash. So yeah. Looking forward to Sunday. I am too, honestly. Like, the Microsoft conference is, like, that should be a good show. Because, you know, we got the Halo stuff, just to see how far that comes. There will, I'm, like, 80 to 90% sure we're going to have a blind drop of Halo 5, or Halo 6 multiplayer will drop during the event, since it will be free to play. So we will have Halo multiplayer going live. We will have Halo being showed off again, with probably, hopefully, a date for the holiday season, more than likely. Also, we're probably going to have Hellblade. We will probably have Perfect Dark. We're probably going to see Fable gameplay. Of course, we will see something Forza related, because of course we will. And then we will probably, like, outside of that, we will probably start getting into some of the other stuff. Who knows? Maybe the thing that will make me lose my goddamn mind, if maybe we will also get, like, a tease or some type of trailer for Alan Wake. Or, like, you know, Alan Wake 2, 3, 4. Will it be 4, chat? Did it count at 4? Because we had Alan Wake. We had American Nightmare. We had Control. And then the next Alan Wake will be Control and Alan Wake pretty much matched together. So maybe we'll get a T for that, and I will lose my mind, since Alan Wake is literally my favorite game of the 360 generation. Like, hand down, my favorite game of that generation. Because, you know, it's everything I wanted. Survival horror, Stephen King, you know. It's just me, chat. So we'll probably get a T for that, and then not counting, like, all the other stuff that happening with, like, Bethesda. Bethesda will probably show off Starfield. Who knows, they might give us any more of a tease on, Elder Scrolls. I imagine Elder Scrolls will probably be nothing more than, like, you know, maybe, like, a little snippet of probably some dude pulling out a sword and fighting, like, a Daedra or something. But, Fetch Recent, you know, to Starfield comes out. I'm pretty sure they don't want to bury it under Elder Scrolls. So I imagine we're probably not getting much about Elder Scrolls. But we should probably get, like, gameplay and maybe a release date for the spaceship game they're making. or Starfield. So we should get that as well. And then not counting like all the indie stuff like 8 Days and all the stuff that ID at Xbox is working on. So like that Microsoft event should be good. And then of course Square Enix will probably be made up of Final Fantasy 16 and then a handful of stuff that, you know, the IDOS is probably working on. You know, might it be Tomb Raider, might be Deus Ex, or, you know, maybe once again. I know I'm going to be wrong here, but I still want to hope and dream for a Legacy of Kain collection, or at least a new Legacy of Kain. Give that to me. Let Amy Henley make a goddamn game. Could someone do that, please? I feel bad for that lady. Like, she literally wanted to bet wider in the gaming industry, and then everybody just keep canning her chat. Or just randomly shut down our studios, you know? But hopefully a Legacy of Kain thing, because that would be another thing that make me lose my mind. That probably, honestly, that would be the last thing that will probably bring me happiness in my live chat, you know? Would be that, because at that point, anything else that would be made, you know, have already happened, or, you know, just I'm completely dead inside too. Because, you know, we got Shamu remake. I get technically maybe showing off the remake Phil Effect might kind of do it. Because I do love me some Phil Effect. But yeah, the Warner Brothers stuff that's gonna be given, you know, that Back for Blood, which would be great, because, you know, Back for Blood, it's great. And then PC Gaming Show will be hopefully a fun time, and I hope the PC Gaming Show is as good as it was last year, hopefully. And then the Future Gaming Show as well, ending that off, will probably be a lot more like indie stuff as well, so I bet that. And then, you know, of course on, what's my mouth chat? Oh, I can just drag. Never mind, I forgot I could just drag. And then on Monday, Take-Two will probably be, what, like, the WWE stuff, will probably be some 2K stuff. Maybe, I still doubt it, but, you know, maybe something GTA related. Realistically, it will probably just be a expansion for GTA 5, let's be honest. Also, hello, Wutty. I'm ranting if you can't tell, but how you doing, Wutty? And then we got the Limited One event, which I'm over the moon about, because, you know, I love Limited One so very much. And then we got the Capcom event after that, which will probably go into Monster Hunter, maybe teasing that when we before we make, if that wasn't just the VR game. And then, you know, whatever else Capcom might be doing, probably teasing what the Lack killed Street Fighter. Maybe? See, Street Fighter gonna be iffy, I feel like. Who knows? Maybe they would tease the Lack character at the Capcom showcase and then show something the net Street Fighter at Evo. It's an Evo like a month later, because I think Evo is happening this year. I'm pretty sure it's happening since Sony bought them. And then Wazel will just be like tech stuff, and then of course Nintendo is everything: Bayonetta, Metroid, probably some random other Mario game, or maybe, you know, maybe another Luigi Mansion, please, or, you know, something of the sort. And then Bandai could still be the interesting one, chat. Because we got to remember the thing about Bandai is they are the one publishing Elder Ring, so, you know, they're that. So we will see. Other than that, it'd probably be like Tales, and you know, probably call it Nexus as well, since that game comes out at the end of the month. So probably some more last minute detail on that as well. Add a media console to the net. I agree. Yeah, like the reason for that Venmo is literally getting rid of Don Matrick. Like when we have a discussion with Zuby, you know, Zuby anti PlayStation, like what Sony is what Don Matrick is in a lot of ways. Like, man, Don Matrick was horrible for the Xbox One. I'm so happy they got rid of Don Matrick. Cause the thing is, like, I'm in the camp, but like, it's not like to the point that you can do no wrong, but I feel like with Phil at the leadership of the boat, it actually have worked out so much better. But then again, like, he was a game dev that worked his way all the way up to, you know, being the head of at the Xbox division. So like, I feel like at least he, you know, at least have the foresight to know the gaming industry outside of numbers on a spreadsheet. So, because honestly, Phil have done wonderful trying to bring the ship back around from the Don Matrick days. Which, you know, good for him for actually being able to do that. But yeah, real quick, hang on, let me get caught up again. Did you wait quit New Genesis? They somehow made it work. How did they make it work, Lottie? So they dropped like 12. Oh, is it still laggy in emergency quests? Yeah, the thing to be, my advice to you, Lutty, to be honest, here, knowing game launches and MMO, if you don't need to play PSO, like you're not over here making like content or doing stuff with PSO, if you're playing it for your enjoyment, if you're not having fun because of that, which I understand fully, and I said it last night as well, if PSO wasn't technically my quote unquote job kind of, like I would have probably, after the lag that was happening yesterday, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'll see you in a week game or 2 weeks. I would literally be treating it like I did Outriders. So yeah, I would say that would be my advice to you. Like, if it don't get better by the end of like tomorrow, since they did just do that maintenance, so I imagine there's gonna be a lot of like patching, ad time go here for the next few days. But yeah, my advice would be, honestly, just like, if you can, just like, come back in like a week or 2 and see how it is. Because, it will get better in time. The question is how long. Because, hell, like, Outriders, I tried playing Outriders like 3 times, and we quit all 3 times, and then came back like 2 weeks later and played it and had pretty much no problem. It's just the downside of MMO launching. I don't want to say this is a problem with, like, game launching nowadays. Let's be honest, it was always a problem with MMOs. MMO always had the issue. But yeah, if you're not having fun right now, I would say just walk away and come back later. Let's see. Bandai Namco, hopefully, they will be showing up more of... Oh, they had a good point. I forgot about the Demon Slayer fighting game. Because they had Bandai who had that. They had a good point. So yeah, we probably could get some stuff about that, maybe. And isn't Bandai also publishing the Made in Abyss game as well? Is that Bandai or is that somebody else? I have a feeling the majority of people are going to be watching the Bandai event mainly for Elder Wayne stuff, or hoping for Elder Wayne. Because I think we will see something Elder Wayne else. And we actually saw that trailer. I could see them being like the big showstopper, which I hope they do. Because my God, like, why that way? But, yesterday at the Game Fest stuff. So hopefully, like, we will have like a proper, like, okay, here's a 5-minute like gameplay demo of literally going through an environment, and then like get to the boss and then just cut away. Just tack all the anime stuff in the front, and then put Elder Wayne at the end, so everybody have to watch it. Done setting up the figure. Wow, that took a while, but good job on that. Sent you a picture on Twitter. Ooh, I will look at it in a bit, Pip. Thank you, man. Yeah, the thing is, like, I imagine we are probably gonna have over the next few days. Real quick, hang on. Let me go back up to model. There we go. I imagine over the next like few days to the next like week or 2, it probably gonna be a lot of maintenance happening off and on. Which, Chad, I was joking about this. Was it yesterday? Day before? Like, I was joking about, like, if you go to the theme page and how it say, like, August 5th, I think it is, which I think is technically the release date for the physical version in Japan. I was making jokes that, like, literally right now, we are playing open beta and not the full release. The full release is not till August. Like, we are literally playing open beta. That's what it is. And my joke is slowly becoming a real thing, though. Because, like, the majority of people, especially in Japan, since, that the main demographic here, we'll be picking it up on the 5th. Or 5th of August. So, we got like a month, we got like 2 months of open beta for them to fix all that problem before, they do the final big push for, like the collector editions and, whatnot in Japan. But yeah, I was honestly expecting this. I'm not surprised with the problem. It's frustrating, but I'm not surprised. By the way, I'm going to chat again. I'm sorry, chat. Yeah, I probably have the bet leader for F-Bot. Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm with you, Vidmo. Like, Phil Fensor probably is, like, the bet head of F-Bot we have ever had. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, oh god, who was it? Because it was Don Matrickfield. What's the name of the bald guy that working at Stadia now? His name is escaping me. But like he was the fourth person overall Epot back in the original Epot day. Like I kind of like feel like for him he was good mainly because it had to tie into Sega and the Dreamcast stuff. But with that being said, still Phil is still doing so much of a good job. At least as of now, you know, we will see in the future how that go. But you know, was you bad when you launched? Yeah, the thing was about PSO. Like, PSO was, like, bad, like, in the cold beta. But when they went to open beta, like, yeah, I don't remember any issue. I don't, like, most of the issue I had with PSO2, during the open beta time period was not there to the PC launch, and then that when problems started happening. But the cold beta was janky at best. I think the problem was, like, probably the main reason why it's not nearly as bad was just because, you know, we are dealing with instance of, you know, 32 people and, you know, open area stuff where bait PSO2 was randomly generated little bitty dungeons that only could have, what, like 12 in it? And half of the time you didn't even see them. Which I think that also played in a favor. And also the other thing to keep in mind is PSO2, you know, was around for 8 years, so all that bug got worked out long before we got our hands on it beyond, you know, the normal, like, Fbot, you know, compatibility stuff. But I imagine if we got PSO2, we need some JP veterans in here, chat. Like, I imagine we talked to, like, some JP veterans who played it day one for PSO2. I imagine they probably could tell some horror stories. Like I said, we just got lucky in that front where we got a 8-year, you know, polished product by the time he got over here. And then we dealt with some, you know, Microsoft server issues, of course. But I'm a firm believer that the reason any of cold beta was still bad. Cold beta was really bad for PSO2. But with that being said, we just got lucky. Well, New Genesis is, you know, a wet slate for everybody. And then all the other stuff they're doing is just making it way worse. So, like I said, hopefully in the net, like, by 2 or 3 weeks from now, it will be all fixed and worked out. Or, you know, before the actual release date, that not the actual release date, but is the release date of August 5th. Hopefully that will hopefully be good by then. Let's see when broken net combat. Yeah, the thing is about that is like this is the problem. This is the problem with any game nowadays. You know, you can never truly estimate how many people are going to be playing it, and then on top of that, dealing in the case of this as well, you know, dealing with it coming out on multiple servers, which in return it probably didn't help Outriders. As an example of, you know, releasing it on, you know, PC, PS4, or, you know, Fbot 1, like that probably not helping either. Because if you think about it, like, PSO2 New Genesis is out on PC, Epic, Windows, wait, did I say it? Wait, hang on. Steam, PC, Epic, Windows, Fbot 1, PS4, Switch. So, like, the game is on 7 platforms in one go, which is probably not helping either. So, let's be honest, like, the population is way higher that time around just because, you know, more people are killing now. Because, you know, a lot of people didn't kill because it was like, oh, it's an 8-year-old game, who cares? Well, now I feel like we have had a nice, like, word of mouth spreading for New Genesis over the last, like, 6 months. And then also having it on every single console day one is also helping, but not helping as well. Because you know that a freaking nightmare on the end, trying to deal with probably servers and whatnot and having enough for it. Fortunately, I'm surprised we still haven't had, like, multiple emergency maintenance by now. You know, just so they could add more server. Yeah, the Tale of the Bit. I'm actually excited for Tale of the Bit. I'm actually really excited for that. Every time I see that game, that's looking better and better. The base. Yeah, it's gonna take more than a week. Yeah, I think you're gonna, to be honest, if I had to put like a legit timeline on this, like when the game will be good, it probably is gonna be mid-August. Like, we will literally is what, like 4 to 6 weeks out, or like 2 months out, 2 to 3 months out from it being good. The thing gonna be though is like the biggest thing that will either be good or bad about, you know, that, don't get me wrong, it's still bad because, you know, the game is broken and will be broken for a while. But what will make it or break it for me is like how open Sega is about it, you know? If they get on the ball, like I said, I pointed this out in my last video I did today, of how right now it seems like Sega Japan and Sega of America are not communicating at all when it comes to PSO. Once again, if any Sega employees in chat, I doubt you can say anything, but feel free if you can. Like I kind of feel like if one of them cases, like in the case of my video, I'm able to literally, like, you know, Twitter saying the maintenance during need time, and then the website it totally distant times, and it just, you know, it's just not good right now. But if they can pull it together and be more like, okay, like how they did for when they did do an announcement that morning for the maintenance, they'd be like, no, this is what we are fixing or what we're looking into. If they do that, but be like way more upfront, you know, being like, okay, we know that problem, we're gonna do the maintenance on this, we know about that, you know, just be transparent. That would be one of them cases like, okay, that's fine. If Sega get into the camp where they just put a head between the leg and we don't hear anything from them, we just randomly get maintenance without any reason or no, or they just don't update it for months on end, then they're like, okay, this is bad. The problem here with it is just like, they will be way more transparent in JP than global, I feel, because, you know, we are still like a side market for Sega when it comes to PSO. The main market is still JP. Like, JP is what matters. We just happen to get chicken scraps on the side. So hopefully, you know, they would thought, like, you know, giving information better and not just, you know, keeping it being biased to all, you know, one region only, or at least start communicating. But yeah, either way you go, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be not a week, but like 3 to 6, maybe any, like, you know, 8 to 9 weeks from now before it's stable. Like, we will be stable. If anything, we will be stable by the end of the year. But yeah. Oh, they not. Oh, who? Okay. I know. No, what I mean about it by the Bandai thing, is Bandai publishing it. Who is the publisher on it? Cause yeah, I knew it was being made by not Bandai, but I thought Bandai was publishing. But that's actually good to know it being done by Bike. I mean, it might be halfway decent. But yeah, who's the publisher on Made in Abyss? All bad as I think MMO fell with it. Which MMO did you play at launch, Buddy? I'm curious on that end. Like, like, mo MMO, I do gotta say, mo MMOs that launch, back in the day, were mainly, like, queues and stuff. But, man, if we start getting into, like, MMO nowadays, maybe, and then again, it might be just, like, nowadays of everything being Warsaw, like, you know, Passive Exile is broken for the full, like, 3 weeks of every league or every expansion. Like, Final Fantasy 14 was so-so at launch. I don't know that become more stable as of the last few years. But I know PoE is bad. Like, I need to look into see how the Blizzard launch was for the full expansion and Classic. I need to see how that actually went. But yeah, and like I said, like, Outrider was also horribly, and hell, Outrider I think still technically having problems. Yo, welcome. How you doing, 4X? How you doing, my dude? But yeah, let's be honest, like, all games are just garbage for the first, like, 6 months at that point in time. But yeah, most MMOs usually the problems is server lag and queues and, you know, like that type of stuff. Or you pass the exile and the whole game just does not work most of the time on launch. Yeah, to the demand on server crashing and born. Yeah. Cause to be honest though, like once, cause I think we can all know what happened here. It's like when the game came out, when it was supposed to be out at like 2 a.m. a couple days ago, like that maintenance got put back, and they said they found another problem. They fixed that problem, and then probably by fixing that problem, and what that ended up causing some server issues, and then the player base on top of that being so big and coming, you know, globally on all the platforms, probably also brought it down to a need. And then today was them installing probably a way to try to fix it or make it better. You know, update like netcode or the way packages are, you know, sent and received. And, you know, more likely probably book something else. I imagine something else is probably broken right now. But yeah. Also, have they actually said what type of netcode they're using, chat? Have they said at all? In Japan, so knowing Japan, it probably delayed netcode more than likely. But yeah, this is like one of them cases of like the best thing to do with the video games as a whole nowadays is if it's a game you really want to play, check it out on day one, and then when it's broken, just have the patience to be like, okay, I'll be back in like a month or two, and then by then it will hopefully be good. Cause to be honest, I feel like that's like a win-win, you know. Cause it's like you wait like 2 months, you come back, the game hopefully it better, hopefully, and then you will also have like more content in the game, and you know you'll be good. Especially right now, you know, 100%. Especially right now in June with how much stuff is coming out that is actually good. Cause like I said, I would admit freely, like with the way PSO was wanting over the last 2 days for me. If my channel wasn't PSO related, I would have dropped it as well and be like, I will come back in a couple months or a couple weeks. Like I would have probably checked in every like, you know, 3 to 4 weeks on it. Like 100%. Especially since the lag was actually interfering with doing, you know, doing basic tasks like weapon upgrading and whatnot, which is kind of what you need if you want to do, you know, some of the content, you know, like the origin quests and whatnot. But yeah, let's be totally honest though. They're probably more likely they did that update today. We're gonna go in, find something else that's broken. They're gonna break like the AC shop, and then they're gonna fit the AC shop, and then the player shop gonna be broken. They fixed that, and then they would just start disconnecting again, and you know, just a cycle here. Or on the other hand, you know, the issue torn a lot of people away, and the servers calm down, and you know, and then we'll hopefully become more stable. Since obviously the lag is because of server issues and the way you're communicating with, you know, other servers and players and sending packages back and forth. Like that is the issue here. I'd say end of July should be smoothed out and server issue, hopefully. Yeah. I have a feeling my thing will probably be like end of July at will for lag. Because by then, the player base will probably be cut in half by then. Which will, you know, not be a good thing for the game, but like actually, like on the back end will be probably a lot better for the servers. And then also by then, you know, they can start like probably focusing on a lot of the other issues that will hopefully be thumped out by, you know, by mid-August or so. Or we're gonna fall into the camp, or we're gonna have that. This is what's gonna probably happen, chat. They're gonna fix the problem. They're gonna fix the problem in like mid-June or July. Oh, July, I mean. It's June right now, right? So mid-July, they will fix the problem. The game's gonna work perfectly. And then they're gonna release the net update with Bounce or Blable, whichever one it is coming forth. They're gonna release that expansion. And then the game's just gonna break again. And then the game's just gonna be broken for like another 2 months. And then they're gonna fix it, and then it's gonna be broken again. And then literally it won't be stabilized again till like November before they release the update in winter. Just like that, just gonna be the light for like the 4th shield they came. Cause you know, like don't get me wrong. I'm happy we got PSO2, you know, same day, like day and date. But at the same time, it's like this is like the downside of, you know, not having Japan be the beta tester anymore. Because, you know, back in the day with like MMOs, they were like, oh yeah, you release it in Japan, and then like a year to 2 years later, you release it globally, and then all the bugs are fixed. You know, they did that with Final Fantasy 11. They technically did it with, not technically, they did do it with PSO, like base game being like 8 years later. Which, you know, sadly, releasing 8 years later had other issues, mainly the game being too complex for it on good by that point. But yeah. That could be the problem here. This could be one of them cycles that's gonna be forever. You know, or we will be like PSO and we get 8 years in, like 8 years from now, and then the game is pulpit. Either or, and then they will announce, you know, like new Genesis 2, and then we will start completely back over with the problems. But yeah, honestly though, my advice for the whole game as a whole right now is, if you're not enjoying it or you having problems, just come back later. If you come back, you come back. If not, don't worry about it. But, you know, give it some time. There's plenty of other stuff out there to play right now. And then on top of that, if you want to be extremely helpful, my advice would be, as well as reaching out to some of the developers and PR people for Fantasy Talk. And also, once again, if any of you guys watching, I'm sorry if this is bad advice. Sorry if they can afford your emails. But I would say, honestly, like, you know, look into sending some feedback to some Sega employees, and sending some feedbacks on like places where you know Sega is watching. Might it be like the method board on their own website, or directly at pso2.com, or not .com, sorry, play_pso2 on Twitter. Because the team over there is pretty good about responding to people and answering people's stuff. So yeah, if you want to be extremely helpful, that would be my advice. Is any problem you had, take some screenshots, and then, you know, reach out to play_PSO2. Because, you know, all that does help. So yeah, that is my advice. And like I said, hopefully in the next like 3 or 4 months, maybe it will get better. Because, you know, I'd be totally okay with, like, if something else would broken that is extremely minor, like, you know, weapon, like, now shooting red energy instead of blue, or something, you know, like the dumb stuff like that, or like lighting bugs or something, like, you know. They're not gonna be able to fix it without, you know, people get feedback. But either way, that's my opinion on it. Hopefully though, hopefully in the future, it will be more to your liking, and to all liking. Because, like I say, if it wasn't PSO, I would have been out for a few weeks after the last 2 days. But yeah. But with that being said, also, once again, I'm old and jaded, and I have seen so many games just be broken forever, for like months and years on end before becoming playable. So I'm not upset because the ball was always dropped so low. I'm just expecting it to be that way, which is, you know, a good or bad thing depending on how you want to look at it, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, MMOs have never been, you know, 100% issue free. And the only exception to that not really an exception, would be the games like PSO2 that took, you know, decades to come over. But all the game is, you know, not nearly as popular as well. And, you know, a lot of lag and server stuff come from not having enough server, the netcode not being good, or just getting overwhelmed in general. So yeah. But either way, there you go. That's my opinion on it. Hopefully you get better with it. Hopefully you get better for all of us. And do not feel bad if, you know, if at any point you just want to stop playing. Don't feel bad about it, man. You know, there's other stuff out there, and, you know, PSO will be here for the next decade. So, you know, and then we begin waiting for new Genesis 2. Or maybe Japan will finally let go of the PSO2 name, and we can just, you know, get PSO3. See you in 2020-30 on that, chat. But nonetheless, chat, the plan right now, this is what's going to be happening, is I need to deal with my inventory problem on my PC again, since I'm literally got 0 gigs on my PC right now. So I need to clear that out, and I need to set up, because I will be back. What time is it? It's 4:40. To actually make that doable, I would say 6. Give me about an hour, 20 minutes or so. And I will be back for New Genesis, and we will hop into that for the rest of the night and actually see firsthand what, that maintenance did exactly. And we will see how that go. Also, yeah, check Twitter. Hang on. That's a good point. Let me do that, Pip. Thank you for reminding me, Pip. Well, is it? Twitter. Cause you tagged me in it, right, Pip? I see a message. Who sent me message? Oh, there you are. For a moment there, like, oh, guys, Sega PR team measuring me, being like, don't tell them to send up messages. Like, okay, we good. I said a border chat. I said, oh my god, that's a lot of images. Oh, here we go. Okay, chat, are you ready? Can I click through this at all? Can I not? Okay, hang on, chat. Let me go to my profile. I do not trust all the horny people on Twitter right now. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see the statue. Oh, that is a nice statue. Okay. Yeah, about the size of Amiibo. I'm looking at my Amiibo now for scale purposes. So yeah, that's about the size of my Miku statue. So I'm guessing what, the sword will probably one piece, and then that armor probably was a piece, I imagine. Doki Doki back in an hour. Back in an hour, I am out the village. Yeah, to be honest, chat, I do gotta say, of everything now, bringing that up, Doki Doki. I'm excited for Doki Doki. I'm more excited for what's gonna come of Doki Doki, with them releasing this, so hopefully we closer to the new game from that studio. But I want that Doki Doki Collector Edition so bad. I love Doki Doki, chat. And I'm so curious to see how that game's gonna operate on consoles. Especially once you start getting into, the more, like, PC Doki Doki. For anyone who have played Doki Doki, you know what I'm talking about. No, I'm actually curious to see how that's gonna operate. Isn't it? Yeah, this thing is actually really adorable, though. Like, having it on the edge of your table, though, making my own paranoia, like, oh my god, the little lady gonna make a one for it in a moment. Oh, everything with one piece except for the soul. Oh, okay, so it was literally like the Miku thing that Kun got me then. Okay. That is good. That is good that you didn't have to put stuff together. Okay, chat, we're gonna go for more. My god. Well, oh my god, you got like a whole collection of them. And the mouth pad, these are all the same characters. Well, I see Amy got some competition there, doesn't she? I do like the giant Amy plushie though. That is adorable. There will not be a penis in here, Pip. Wait, what are these things? Are they like, are them like tissue boxes, or are they like random like boxes with figures in it? And there is Eggman. Oh, dude, is that Pip? Is that right there? Is that a Beanie Baby? I feel like if it is a Beanie Baby, I feel like I had that Beanie Baby at one point. Except the sword. Don't own a single figure. Yeah, most of the figures I own it mainly like I have the called the Miku ones, and then we also have a Lulu one that is about like a foot tall, and I also have a roughly about foot and a half tall one of Yame from Dead or Alive. Chat, I need help. Am I right? That was the ninja with the blue outfit. That was a Yame, right? Or was that the pink hair one? Oh god, I haven't thought about Dead or Alive characters in a while. I might be getting the name wrong. Anyway, I got the blue ninja from Ninja Gaiden as well. But them are the only like actual like figures I have outside of some like cheaper ones, like a whole bunch of like Sailor Moon ones. But like of the good side big ones, and mainly that is it. Oh my god. Yeah, they were the whole group. Okay. Yeah, I'm so curious to know what these boxes are. Like, what are these boxes, Pip? Oh, they are custom DX cover art cases? Oh. I see. Okay, that's neat. Oh, yeah, I guess I can kind of see that now. Now that you mention it, like, yeah, you can see, like, DS's, they're, like, stacked. I thought they were, like, legit, like, just boxes. That's the way it looked like in one of the pictures. Like a game short and anime, yeah. Yeah, I usually, back when cons was a thing, I usually try to get, like, 1 to 2 statues, like, every con, usually. My god, so many of old chat. That sword is once again making my OCD go bad here. Like, oh my god, that sword gonna break at some point. Yeah, I do gotta say, though, any of that one don't have the sword. I kind of like that one. Like, I like that one a lot, chat. Because what did that lady from? Because I feel like I had seen her before. You said from Fate, right? Maybe that's why I seen her. She from Fate, right? Oh my god, that is a smug-looking statue right there, chat. That is, like, super smug. And there we go. Okay. Any more pictures? Okay, I will read the comment later, just in case. But yeah, there we go. That's a nice little collection you got there, Pip. Isn't that... I don't know. There's a question for Pip. Finboy from... Okay, so she is from Fate. Okay. Oh, okay, so it is the pre-female guy. Okay, sorry, my bad. Oh, sorry, chat. I got to try to hold noises and 2-point hop. Like, is that a lord? But yeah, there you go, from Fate. Okay, that's probably how I know all that. Maybe... Oh! I think I do remember, well, I have seen her from, other than Fate. Because I remember watching, like an essay going over, like, feminine anime characters. And, like, the whys of them and the fall of them over the last, like, you know, X amount of hundreds of years just in general in Japanese culture wrapped around the anime lens. But yeah. That one, she looked familiar. But anyway, chat. Like I said, I'm going to head on out of here. I will be back in roughly about an hour or so and for New Genesis. And then we will play New Genesis to I pass out or, you know, a time one's out. Since I will probably be doing another Mimblethon, Subathon, multiple thons, whatever you want to call it here on YouTube and Twitch. And yeah, so for every membership or subscription over on Twitch, I will add 5 minutes to the timer. So we will begin the timer at how long I think I'm going to be live, which I believe should be probably from 6 to about 1 a.m., give or take. So yeah. Either way, I will see you all in a little bit. I'm going to deal with my hard drive problem. And I will catch you around 6 o'clock for some New Genesis. So till then, have a good one, my dude. Also, like, favorite, subscribe, hit the bell, do membership. Check out patreon.com/MacOn if you are interested. So links are in the description or below the video on Twitch. So either way, I'm out and about. Have a good one, my dudes. Bye.